We just left Darrell out there floating, huh?
I think our boat's still intact.
Hopefully.
So as you guys are looking out over the sea as the dawn breaks, you see your ship rocking gently at anchor. But there appears to be quite a lot of wreckage along the beach from the storm the previous day.
Appears to be a lot more debris than I remember.
Oh, yeah. Is it treasure?
Roll perception.
Well, okay.
If you want to know if it's treasure, you need to roll perception. So
I'm going to go over here to this piece that's on the beach and take a look.
All right. Sounds good.
See if I can determine what the wreckage is from, I guess. Perception. It's actually not bad. Always forget I've got good wisdom and intelligence, but super low charisma.
All right,
14.
so you don't notice it immediately, but as you're sort of picking through the rubble, you see a couple of bodies, and you recognize one of them as a crew member from the ship that had brought you out here. He appears to have not quite sure exactly how he died. There's a number of various wounds on him. It looked like it wasn't the most peaceful of deaths. Before he ended up on shore here, and there is quite a lot of the.
Mute your mic, Chip, man.
Yeah, so you notice that he is that he was a sailor from the ship that had brought you here. You're not quite sure how he's died. There's a number of various violent wounds on him, and the wreckage from the ship, or the wreckage appears to be from a ship. It's nautical in nature, and
so I can piece something.
like yeah, you could probably piece some things together. I don't know. What's your lumber skill?
No, I meant the boat was shipwrecked and the body was tossed around in a storm. Piece it together like that. But I don't.
Oh yeah, you probably could do
maybe,
that. You're
maybe with a higher roll, I
thing.
could tell if they were hurt before that. But a mangled corpse on shore during a shipwreck is not unusual, I imagine.
No, and you could ask somebody with medicine to come over and take a look.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Can I do a medicine check to see?
Yeah, I would probably just announce like, "Hey, we got bodies here. It looks like the guys who brought us."
And Pike,
No, my
like if
friends.
somebody, and so what we're gonna do to prevent a bunch of people from rolling medicine is, since Bean has asked to do it first, if you want to assist him, you can announce that now.
All system. I'm good at that.
You lift him up, dangle him while he inspects the body.
Okay. So that gives what is that? Is that a +2 to your roll, Bean?
You mean with assistance?
Yeah.
It's kind of. I think it's up to you. Sometimes it's just advantage.
Dole, do a D20 roll, please.
And the modifier.
Yeah, add your modifier, and then we'll see what that gives us.
Well, I got a 25.
Okay, well,
Let's just go with that. That's going to be better than anything I roll.
That's you lean down to assist him in your clerical ability.
And you shove me out of the way and say, "Never mind, I got this."
Oh wait, hang on a second. As you loom over this tiny little bird, you do notice that the
Just step out.
body in front of you has had looks like it's been lashed or beaten and pried on with some kind of tentacles, slightly devoured before it maybe got thrown into the sea and brought to shore.
This could be either a sea monster or it could be a Darrell kind of situation.
Well, we did just fight a sea monster who seemed to talk about. Did he say he was a harbinger of something bigger, or was that just me imagining?
It'll probably be fine.
I mean, there was the guy who said something big was coming, and I don't think he meant this 12-foot crab, but maybe.
I mean, that crab was pretty big. It could think.
Crab went out like a bitch. I hope that wasn't the crab. I hope that wasn't what he was bragging about.
Well, not much
The
we can
death
do for
grab.
dead guys.
Good dead guy shopping.
Yeah, I
So-
mean, not to be grim, but we picked through the wreckage for anything usable. Seems like the next
There's
best
not
move.
too much on them. It looks like they'd maybe been surprised either by the storm or something else, and sort of were at their posts when they died. So you find a small little rope knife and various deck accoutrements on them, but it doesn't look like they had anything of value before they were dead.
Okay, if you're eating something, please mute your mic.
Think. It's also, it ducks. I don't know if it's related, but Bringer, yours was cutting out. It seems like the longer you talk, the fainter it gets. I don't know what's up with that one.
I will try to hold it in a better position and speak more loudly throughout my sentence.
Well, and
I think it's
the
probably me
combos
trailing
get-
off a little bit.
Yeah, and if somebody else starts talking, I think Discord ducks a little bit. So maybe the open mic chips were doing it. You're gonna blame everything on that bag of chips,
I mean, that
Jam
sounds
or whatever.
completely reasonable.
Damn those chips.
Could be like Gardetto.
Is there anything in the? Is this just detritus that's around here, or are they chests?
It's detritus.
Okay.
It's basically like the leftovers of something from the sea.
Okay.
Along with some bodies from the sea.
Maybe we should go back to the ship or whatever's left of it.
I thought.
As you guys
Did
are-
I misunderstand that? I thought Bringer was implying this was debris from the ship that we came on, other than not the little Darrell skip, but the big ship.
Oh god.
Did I miss
Yeah.
that, Bringer, or does that
No,
have the
I
correct
think that's
interpretation?
right.
That-
No ship to go back to, but Darrell.
Sir, as you look out, your little jolly boat is hold on. The little boat that brought you to shore, which is not Darrell. You left Darrell on the big ship as a freight.
I thought we took Darrell with us. Okay.
No, he's
No,
kinda
he was getting a
too
little bit. He
big
was getting a
to
little big
accompany.
to lug around. You
Big
guys
boy.
did have a little jolly boat, and it's been driven up onto shore, but it does appear to be intact. And the ship that brought you here, where these guys were crew on, is still out at anchor.
Then I think Dole's right. We should go check on him and see what's going on, and check on Darrell.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so this is a combination of dead bodies from that ship, wreckage from ? Possibly the deck of our ship, or something else.
I mean,
Let's check on Darrell.
ultimately, I think we just need to go check on our ship and see what's going on.
Yeah, if there's nothing else to learn here, that's yeah.
Oh no, the ship's above
We
our.
run into the-
It's on the wrong layer. Oh no!
I pick up the boat, put it over my head, and throw it in the ocean. Fuck this boat.
You successfully yeet the boat back into the sea. It does skip a little bit further away from the shore than you maybe intended on
Against
account of
number-
physics. But
Everybody in.
I can't get in. I can't get in.
Everybody out of the boat.
Skip along the top of the water. That's what monks
All right.
do, right?
Not
you
yet.
guys are
Crouching
able
tigers.
to. You guys are able to get back in the boat without too much fuss. The waves are definitely a lot calmer today than they were yesterday. And you begin to row out towards the ship at anchor. What are your passive perceptions? Or if you don't know that, just roll your dice.
16.
Okay.
13.
13.
Mine is 14.
Mine's 15.
As you draw closer to the ship, you notice it seems very still. It's bobbing at anchor, but there's no line, there's no hustle and bustle around it that you'd expect this early in the morning. It doesn't look like anybody's shitting off the poop deck or pooping off the shit deck or preparing breakfast in any other fashion.
In any other fashion, plug those first two were a way of preparing breakfast.
You eat any? You're a lizard. You eat anything. I don't want to hear it.
We have to
Nobody
check the
eats
breakfast
poop.
deck.
My dog eats poop, and it's very frustrating.
That's true. That's for fun. That's not for nutrition. Maybe just to annoy you.
I mean, rabbits eat poop for nutrition. How about that? How about that, Pipe?
Well, rabbits
Rabbit
aren't
race.
lizard folk. I eat rabbits. It's the circle of life. Rabbits eat the poop.
Circle of shit.
I poop off.
All right. So you're approaching this ship. There are no lanterns lit on it. There's no noise coming from it whatsoever. Just sort of the rocking sound of a ship splashing at anchor, but you don't even hear the snap of ropes against the mast or anything like that as you approach.
I don't know why that happens.
Can we see
Totally.
Darrell on the deck from where we are?
We had detect magic. Oh, we could detect thoughts.
You cannot see Darrell on the deck from where you are.
Okay.
But he was down in the hold, I think, before you guys left the ship. You'd be in the way on the deck.
Can I send a gazer up to take a look at the boat? Or
You got a new one after the last one got burnt.
I mean, I guess that's kind of what I'm getting at. Is that like I could resummon him. I technically need a brazier, so I guess I technically may not have that unless there was a brazier on site. But
I doubt. Here.
There's definitely no brazier in the boat, so
But you do have the medallion.
the medallion works for 30 feet, and it does not helpful necessarily.
Well, we'd have to get
We're gonna go
I mean-
medallion crazy again. We already wasted. Journey.
Well, if we were bumped up against the boat, you could use it
Ha-
before we boarded.
How
For
far
right now,
away-
I don't know.
How far away from the boat are we?
that's up to you guys.
I just want to get to the boat.
I assumed you were getting closer and closer, which is why I was sort of describing it. So you're probably
Yeah.
about like 60 feet off, and maybe you've sort of pulled back a little bit. I don't know. Dole's in charge of the oars, so
Yeah.
what's going on there, buddy?
I just row straight to the boat.
Okay, so you're really close to the boat.
All right.
All right. So when we're 30 feet to the boat, I use minor illusion to create the sound of a voice on the deck, and I just create the sound of just like a generic captain that I've heard just saying, "Yar, what happened to the boat?"
Who is that?
No,
There,
goddamn.
there doesn't appear to be any reaction.
Yeah, we might
Okay.
not know you were good.
Just go.
Yeah,
I heard
just, climb,
Unless it's from you guys.
just climb up the side of the.
All right, so you
Let's
know.
say that netting or whatever.
I,
don't know.
I,
Should've
I,
done
I
my
hear
own character.
who was that, and I just give a side eye glance to Dole's character.
I think there's someone.
All right, yeah. Can we? Is there such a thing as stealthily climbing the side of a boat?
Yeah,
Yeah, to be careful.
yeah. Roll stealth.
Let's do
We're
some.
gonna do that.
I have disadvantage on stealth checks.
How much do I need to climb?
It's about a 10 feet to the deck.
Okay, that's not hard.
Is everyone rolling stealth or what?
If you're leaving the boat, you need to
Yeah,
roll
we
stealth.
Yeah, I rolled 14.
Great. Roll
So
three.
did I. Today's the day for 14. Oh,
Adam rolled a 3.
Adam
I'm
rolled
looking
a
at two,
one,
so I'm
more
still not
importantly.
as bad as he is.
Which
I technically
Adam-
roll a 3.
Adam, Adam and Bill are definitely both struggling just to climb the netting as the ship rocks, and are definitely not nearly as stealthy with it. Glojo elvenly scrambles up the side of this thing like an elf, and
being
lands on the top with
regular
without
climbing.
too much difficulty. What was your role being?
14.
Okay. Yeah, you and Pipe Rifle are both able to make it to the top of the thing without too much trouble, and you're pretty quiet. I mean, you've got the advantage of the guys below you being very not quiet. So,
Does still probably point attention to that side of the ship, but whatever. Yeah,
and
you
then
do
as you get to the top of the the ladder, the rope netting ladder, you look out over the deck of the ship, and there's nothing there.
Okay, well. You know what that means? Time to draw your weapons.
Uh,
When there's nothing there.
I don't know. Wait for the rest of the not so stealthy idiots to get to the
This
deck
is so
before we do
difficult.
anything.
This guy, stealthing is so hard. It's so
Remember,
hard to
everyone
find
be
you
quiet.
guys.
Crack, smash. Trash can sound, cat yowls. Like your standard noise making.
Glass breaking. What? How? How?
Keep it down out there. Alright. So yeah, we're waiting at the top, sort of scanning the deck. I forget what if there were, what are those things? Like the doors people can come out of that lead below deck. If there's places for things to hide, but either way, we're not moving forward till everybody's there.
Get up there eventually.
Do we need a ship map, or are we just gonna do Theater of the Mind boat?
Theater of the mind and the boat.
Okay. Is everybody up to the top, Brer?
Yep.
Okay.
Stealth or no stealth does not seem to immediately have mattered.
Is there a way to just look down in the hold so we can see Darrell, or do we need to go down in the hold to see Darrell? I don't know.
So you can see. There is a way to look down into the hold. This is basically it's a similar template to the Sea Ghost that Jojo stole. So there's a way to see down into the hold, and you don't see. You actually don't see anything down in the hold. It looks to be completely empty.
Darrell, no.
Darrell's
even-
eating them all.
I mean, some mimics can disguise themselves as the wall panels and stuff. Maybe he hid out. We want to go floor by floor, call out for Darrell.
Yeah, the very first thing I just do is I just call out for Darrell, but my voice sounds exactly like Luther's.
Well, yeah.
Smart.
Not so much smart as I've never said Darrell. I can't say it. It has to be somebody else who said it, so there you go.
Oh, no. Am I seeing what I think I see?
So as you call out for Darrell, the ship around you changes slightly, revealing what looked to be two large eyes looking at you.
God damn it.
So we were both right that the ship was destroyed, and that the ship is still here. Did the channel title change to this earlier in the week?
Yes, it did.
And it was a real reveal.
I look at the eyes and give them a thumbs up.
The whole ship rumbles. Where Luther?
Right here, buddy. I hung the boat. I hung the entire boat.
Grab the mast. No, wait, no, that might be it, bro. Just drop
This
to the deck.
seems like a dangerous thing to pilot.
Darrell's reached his ultimate form.
Look, he was getting too big for the sack, and he had lots of, I don't know, seafood. Did he just get to get as
Check
big
out
as he
all those
wanted while he was
dead
playing
guys.
around?
Darrell, you could have
Why don't
probably
you ask him
turned
what
into a
happened to all
boat
the
besides
people
about all
who
those
used to be on the
people.
boat?
Darrell, did you eat the crew of the previous boat?
No, because they were all yeah, they were all tentacled. So even if he did eat them, they probably were already dead.
No, they're tentacled because of Darrell, I assume.
I assumed it was because of the other.
Darrell has tentacles.
Various tentacles and
There's been lots of
Yeah,
tentacles lately.
Look, it's better not to think about it. It's fine. Everything's fine.
yeah.
Player come. Planar split. Gerald powerful.
Wait, did he eat a mind flare?
Or when the Mind Flayer was around opening up dimensional portals, it made Darrell stronger somehow? I don't opine that out loud.
I don't have a planar skill, so I can't roll for planar knowledge.
Roll for your planar arcana.
Adam, this is most likely to be in your wheelhouse. If you want to give me an Arcana check.
Yeah, I do have Arcana. Okay, all right. A little bit of a +5 here.
Ooh. Fancy land.
I'm gonna actually let you roll at advantage because a mediator would also have planner, and he let's say he's helping you, but he's not doing anything else.
All right, so we've gotten a 17. Let's say that.
All right. The mediator's assistance proves invaluable as he reminds you of something that triggers a few thoughts in your head.
I like to imagine he's like the counselor putting his hand on the microphone and whispering something to you, and then you try it again.
Actually,
I know
the
what-
first roll was mediator's roll.
Yeah.
The successful roll is my roll. But anyway.
Oh, I see. So you're like, I got this, dumbo.
It's okay, mediator. I know you're trying.
All right. So yeah, you recognize that that Darrell had been talking about the connection between him and Illithids earlier, and you suppose that the presence of the Illithid here and the magic, including the bizarre lightning strike that hit you last night, might have had some kind of effect on Darrell, given that he'd already become quite a powerful mimic. As far as mimics go, you guys had basically given him a century's worth of food in a couple of weeks.
Maybe we were a little too generous with their.
But look. We have a boat now. We wouldn't have had a boat if we didn't have Darrell. So
Wait, we did have a boat. He ate the boat.
No, I think the boat got destroyed by the storm.
I wasn't sure if
that's
Darrell, like if he could really get that out with his limited vocabulary. I didn't want to go and say what happened and have
I
him tell the
choose to
whole story.
believe that because I don't want Darrell to be imprudent.
Well,
Mimic is
we kind of
definitely
used
evil.
him intentionally, like as a
Listen.
thrown weapon, with the intent
Look,
of
combat murder and
But I guess
murder
he
murder
was-
is
yeah.
different.
We have contributed to his
That's right.
evil,
He was a
but-
tool for our evil. He was
Combat
not
murder
himself.
is self-defense.
I learned it from watching you, Dad.
He was eating gnomes before you guys even found him.
Well, it's true.
Yeah,
And
but
they were
that's-
asshole gnomes.
They
Really?
were also assholes. Yes. Remember those? They were just like indiscriminately shooting at us.
I mean, I can't
They're
blame
like,
them.
hey, thanks for killing the mimic. Go across that bridge into like our trap room so we can trap you.
Yeah.
These guys are dicks.
Yeah. And
All
you know what's
gnomes are
great is
bastards.
that's how if we all
ADAB.
agree that's what happened, it's definitely true.
Let's review the tape.
Okay,
All right.
so
Anyway.
we've got
So,
a
yeah.
sentient boat.
Yep.
What does Darrell want now? I mean, it seems the most important thing because he's, our ride.
Wants to give us a ride. He's friends with us now.
Yeah, but I mean, is he content to just sit there dormant and be sailed around at our whim, or does he want to go somewhere?
Yes,
Can we,
eat all
can
the
we
crow
ask
he wants.
Darrell if he
Yeah,
has?
now
Just
that-
imagine Darrell's
Does
got a
he
mouth
sense
on
a
the bottom.
source of power
Something
that
like
has
sea
caused
life.
this? He could
Darrell
probably take us
cannot
to the
reach.
source of power. Oh, okay.
I think it's
On shore. Darrell needs more power for legs.
Oh man, we gotta feed Darrell. This is getting.
Baba,
This is getting
Baba
wrong.
Yaga,
We're,
hut
gonna,
with
we're,
legs.
just, we're
Thanks,
literally
Darrell
feeding
for.
the monster.
it's fine.
Yeah, but
It's
you know-
fine.
not.
We're gonna end up with the
We're all
kaiju
feeding some kind of
situation,
monster, man.
and Darrell's just going to come in and destroy Salt Marsh, and none of us are going to be upset about it.
What do you need that's on shore?
Power.
I mean, power is on land. It's true.
What?
So,
I
If
think
I'm
the
getting this right, when he eats, it's a little bit of power. When he gets close to magic, he can absorb more power, and he wants more of that. And so we're probably in alignment with our goals right now.
Crystals.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
what that was going to be my assumption.
Shit.
So
I mean,
Yeah,
there are crystals.
sandwich ain't cutting
There
it.
are a lot of crystals. Shit.
Oh, you mean directly on shore, like back the way we came?
Yep.
Yeah.
Or just on land in general is where the
We left a shitload of crystals back there.
I'm my
Actually,
character
can I
is
take some
completely
crystals
on board
as
with this
example?
and just jumps off the ship and lands back into the small boat and
Didn't
looks
I
back
get
up
some
waiting for
crystals as
everybody else.
example?
I was gonna ask, now that it's not a regular boat, do we need to worry about beaching? Can he like come up to the shore and then like scuttle up with crab legs?
He doesn't have legs. That's what he said.
He wants
Darrell, hide.
Okay, you want to stay as a boat for right now.
Oh, Darrell.
Okay. All right, you
Um,
stay safe, buddy. We'll go get you some of that power.
Adam, you did break some of the crystals
Yeah,
off.
so I wherever it looks like he has a mouth or wherever, I put some crystals on the ground and I clearly back away. Is this what you want, right? And then I just leave it here.
The mouth opens wider, but also wider vertically, like a predator.
Cool.
And a number of tentacles shoot out of the mouth, form the crystal into a line, and then scoop the line into the mouth. The mouth basically widens underneath the line that it's formed, and the crystals fall into the mouth as the mimic changes the shape of the floor of the ship. That's a deck for you nautilusts.
You know, Darrell, I've always admired the way you just eat whatever the fuck you want.
All good, big, better.
Oh,
Darrell, like.
I
Jesus
mean,
Christ.
As Darrell eats these small crystals, the whole entire ship shakes slightly, and it looks like it's reconfigured itself into a slightly slimmer line of a ship and longer, faster in the water. It looks like, and a figurehead has begun to sprout from the bow of the ship.
I see no issues with this. Let's feed him this.
what does your head resemble?
Filling up a crystal meter with
It's
Darrell.
really hard to see. It's just
Evolving our
right
ship.
now. It's just a sprout of something that the figurehead is gonna hold. But it's very
Keep a
hard to
close
see what
eye
it
on that
actually
thing.
is.
See what
So
Transition.
basically, we have a fantasy version of that boat from that Hulk Hogan show.
Thunder in Paradise?
Yep,
Thunder.
that was it.
Yes.
I can't remember so much now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, kind of in for a penny, in for a pound. If we're gonna feed this guy, we might as well feed him a lot.
I don't know if that's
Yeah.
necessarily.
I yell back up at the boat and I just say, I say, let's go. Sure.
I do a cannonball into water next to a small boat.
I very bird-like shake off the water that splashed on me.
You guys row the small boat back to shore pretty quickly, and yeah, the outline of the ship is definitely a lot sleeker now than it was before, where it was sort of previously a like an inshore ferry. It's now starting to change into a little bit more of a schooner type fast ship.
Maybe if we feed him enough crystals, we'll turn into a battleship.
Turns into a fucking aircraft carrier.
And then he turns into a scarab from Halo, and we're just like striding onto the shore in this monstrous machine.
I'm 100. Ah, there's somebody here
What? Some corpses?
with CG horses.
God damn it!
You know they're magical.
Who's this guy?
That's Mediator. That's
Yeah.
Mediator's character in this spellbook tent.
Well, that's
All
a
right,
good
Dave.
icon. I don't remember that.
Yeah, he changed his icon because he is into his character. Hello, masters.
Oh shit!
You say-
You're greeted
I
by
didn't know what you were talking about.
Did he say monsters or masters?
masters.
So
Mark-
one or the other.
James Marsters.
James
Yeah,
Marsters.
From Buffy. Yeah.
I respond with a really bad British accent. that's inconsistent.
Are you here with the Mind Flayer?
Yes.
Is any... Oh.
I was just gonna sprint up and punch him. But okay. If
You gonna say yes?
Okay.
That's
a weird
pretty
one
good.
to say yes.
Just immediately, like, fuck you, mind flayers.
Oh, do you know what tent is his? He is hurt.
Yeah, he's pretty hurt. He's hurt pretty bad, actually.
There are so many corpses all over the place. What is wrong with this guy?
They're back further. I'm not seeing them.
Use your
He's
bias.
just
on
rolled
him.
up.
These are monstrosity corpses, and Mind Flayer's way back.
You guys did do a lot of killing at the edge here, so.
I walk up to him and put my arm around
How far
him
can
and
people
say,
see, do you think?
"What's your name, fella?"
Just block
My,
his-
my name is Igor.
Oh.
Oh wow.
So yes was the right answer. That's fucking bananas.
Yeah,
Are you-
pipe rifle, high five, you did it right.
Are you bringing in supplies?
That was Dole saying yes. Yeah. I didn't think Mind Flayers had pals. Okay.
They sent me from the ranch to collect the illithid. He is too hurt to travel.
Sure thing. How far away is this camp you came from?
I set out last night.
So,
So it's a 12-hour journey or so.
So I telepathically communicate to Birdface. I say, hey, can you cast minor illusion? Should we smuggle? We return mediator into this guy as an illusion, and then we smuggle ourselves into camp.
Minor
Oh, that's a
illusion
point.
does not work that way. I cannot
Oh.
turn a person into something else.
What if
I
could you
can
do a
make-
minor illusion to make it look like he's breathing shallowly, and we say, yes, he's so very hurt, we need to accompany him. Get in the wagon, you know.
I believe we caved his chest in with an axe. Is that not
Oh,
right?
there may have been some axe wounds. Yeah, I don't know how minor an illusion we'd need. Well, shit.
I mean,
we could bundle him up in a way that is semi-convincing. This guy doesn't seem too sharp. I don't know. We can't really have this
I
conversation
say
without him knowing. So
that's why I'm using the telepathic
yeah.
communication to talk to. So I telepathically. So Bean Troll is communicating back to me that doesn't work that way. I say, okay, Bean Troll, or I say, okay, Birdface. Why don't we just like put a bunch
Also
of rocks? Why don't we put a bunch of rocks in a sack, and then we say he's in the sack, and then we get him to take the sack back and we accompany him.
I think back to you, also not my name.
Quill.
And then I think detect thoughts back to you.
I mean, this guy seems pretty simple. I don't know that we need to waste the detect. It's going to be really shameful when we get to the actual camp with someone who has more than, like, you know, a 6-year-old thought capacity and need to read their thoughts.
I think Igor's
Uh,
stand-up gentleman.
Adam, the item regains its charges at dawn.
It regains 1 charge, and we use 2 charges.
It regains
Recently, so it has
1d3 expended charges daily at dawn. So give me a
Alright,
1d3
alright,
roll and
1d3.
we'll find out how many charges you've got.
Wait, is there such a thing as a D3? What the fuck is a D3?
There is in your mind.
Use the theater of.
Is it really 1d3?
Roll a
So
2d. Roll
minus
1d6.
Yeah.
And then
Or
you
1d6.
round down.
All right.
Yeah.
Fine. Well, 1d6 and then 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
All right, so it regained 2 charges. All right.
All right. So it's basically back to full charge because you had
Back
1
to
charge
full
in.
I'm just thinking it would make way more sense to just figure out where this guy is from, get the information, and then beat the shit out of him. I mean, that's just me. Because,
Fair enough.
Yeah, I don't wanna ride
I mean, unless we want to charm person or something, which I can't do, I was just going to run up and punch him in the face,
For
so.
a day's ride.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast friends on this guy to make him friendly as a cantrip. And I'm going to say, yeah,
This is what
we'll
we
help
do.
you load him in the cart, and then we can go back to the camp, and we'll accompany you so you can show us the way. And then I'm going to use the Medallion of Thoughts now that his mind is kind of primed to think about where we're going to go. And then I'm going to mind thought him.
That's a good 1-2 combo.
Yeah,
That's
I'm on board with that.
literally exactly what I was going to suggest because we did it before, which helped. But I forgot the friends.
So he's thinking, I like friends. That's so helpful of them to give me assistance.
Jesus
My
Christ! Someone
players
punched
are
this guy in the
very-
face.
Just look at close.
I'm just tapping my bow staff on the ground.
It's better than a southern accent. Suck it. And he's thinking, and we'll make the journey back to the ranch house so much better. And I bet these guys will be friends with me, unlike those orcs.
Igor, you've had a terrible, terrible life.
I like that
Yeah,
you still
yeah,
have your
smart,
arm
smart.
around him.
Igor suffers.
Who would want to punch such a creature?
This is going to make the sting of betrayal in a minute when this wears off. Hard for Igor. I feel kind of bad about this.
Well,
Use your minute then.
yeah.
so did the thoughts reveal a good, like, followable route back to the
Yeah,
ranch house
yeah.
while he's thinking about it?
Yeah, it's pretty much along this road.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I say, I've heard the security at the camp may be a little tight. Is there anything we know? Is there anything that you could tell us about the camp just so that we stay out of trouble?
We don't want to make any wrong.
I'm not
Yes.
detecting thoughts. I'm just asking as a buddy here.
Yes. Don't upset the troll.
It's usually good
You
advice.
gotta pay his toll.
To get in the boys' hole.
You gotta get a troll. Oh my god.
The troll often exacts justice.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, then I tell my
Bloody
simple friend here
justice.
to check out this sack that I have, because it looks really cool on the inside.
You just put him in a bag of holding.
Not a bag of holding. I'm gonna put him into a bag,
Put
and then
him in
I'm
a bag.
telepathically telling Bob Dole, get ready to tie this guy up in case we need to release him as a distraction into the camp or something.
How good of a friend would you have to be?
I mean, this guy seems
Someone
really
to climb
dumb,
into
which is
this
why I
bag.
think
He's not gonna climb into the bag, but he's gonna come over and look
he's
at the
gonna
bag.
smell the bag.
What-
And
Push him in the bag.
What's in the bag?
Push him in the bag.
I push him into
Give me
a
a-
bag.
Give me a grapple roll.
Bag check.
Surely stuffing an idiot into a bag has advantage, right?
Yeah, give me a grapple
Well,
roll
you've
with
got
advantage.
you've got help, of course.
19.
Yeah, you don't really have too much of a trouble shoving him into this bag. Was it a bag of holding that you're putting him in, or
No,
just a
it's
big old,
just-
like,
it's
It's
just
a big
sack?
burlap sack.
Just a big old stack. Okay.
My DM knowledge of a bag of holding was like exploding in my head. It's like can't talk, can't say anything.
No, we're not
I
gonna
say, I'm
kill him.
sorry, Igor, as I shove him in there.
We're gonna feed him into a dimension
What
horror.
What? There's nothing in this bag but Igor.
All right, and then I
It's
take
your
the
new
skull
home.
and kind of hit him on the head to pacify him.
The skull.
All right.
As-
all right. So we can take this guy with us and release him as a distraction, or we can just go feed him to Darrell. I mean, I don't really care.
We can prop him up on top of the wagon, weekend at Bernie style.
It
I-
might come in handy.
I tap as all this is going on. I tap the crystals with my bow and look at everybody else. Like, did you forget why we walked back here?
we weren't expecting to run
The
in.
Igor situation presented.
All right, let's not forget to feed
There were
Darrell
multiple
before we leave.
reasons there. Yeah, we're definitely gonna feed Darrell, without a doubt.
All right.
I tied off the sack.
Let's check his cart for anything valuable, though.
Well, yeah, we've got a day to do that while we ride it back to the ranch.
Yeah, let's
do-
surprise.
I think the first step is to feed feed Darrell the crystals.
But yeah, well, we should look at it, make sure it doesn't have anybody else or anything.
Yeah.
Wagon is.
I think the first step is we harvest
Sneaking
crystals.
around.
Second step is we check the first step is we check the cart. Then we harvest crystals, go feed Darrell, and then we take off if Darrell doesn't have anything significant to say.
Yeah.
All right, so you check the cart. There's definitely nobody on it.
Right.
Nobody could probably stand being this guy's companion for that long of a trip.
Meant to be assistant to you, or it's just a real
Justified my actions. Thank you.
There's definitely a lot. There's a lot of vials in the cart. Some empty, some containing liquids, some containing suspended organs inside of liquid. A couple of things you don't necessarily recognize. Some of the things that are moving around in the liquid appear to be alive still. It's a very odd collection of things on the cart here, but there is no other person.
Hey guys, it's all spooky alchemy bullshit.
I
don't know. Somebody might want it. I don't give a shit.
I really wish I just figure out how to get detect magic on my character at some point. Does anyone else have detect magic or anything?
Nope.
No one here. No one no one on the call.
Does not have any kind of detect magic.
Can't we just like squeeze mediator?
Is there a button on Mediator that just says detect magic that I can push?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Just
One second,
assume direct control.
I'll
Cast
run
command
mediator.
on mediator. Detect.
Yeah, so he does have detect magic, and we will. It's a ritual though that he has to cast. So that takes 10
I'm
minutes.
comfortable wasting his time in scroll.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah,
it's
if
it's
he
10
wants to,
minutes, and we have crystals to harvest.
Yeah.
Okay,
Somebody
so let's
while
say that he sits down, and mediator begins casting detect magic as a ritual. While you guys are, that has a range, is it? Yeah, of 30 feet around self. So he's going to go around, and you guys want to inspect the cart, right?
Yeah.
The thing.
See
So
if
he's going
any
to go
of
over
the-
here.
Spooky alchemy bullshit.
And he'll detect magic while you guys harvest crystals.
I mean, I have a
Another-
stick. I'm not going to be able to harvest these crystals.
Are they actually mounted in the ground like that, or how are these crystals supported once they're brought and set up for the ritual? Are they in like stands or braziers, or just laying around in a pile?
I was told there were no
Basically,
braziers.
no, there's no braziers on the boat. You guys are on shore now.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna re-summon.
Would you say a campfire is equivalent to a brazier?
Could be.
When I think
think
of a
it's about
small
a-
brazier, I think of like just like a bowl that you can get hot and throw ingredients into to smolder.
Oh, no. A brazier is simply just it is a pot, but you just have like coal or wood in it, and it's on fire. That's it.
It's a campfire designed to basically use the coals for heat versus the wood burning itself.
Right. Yeah.
So a campfire is not a brazier, but you could construct a campfire into a brazier pretty quickly, like with rocks, even like building a little cairn around it.
Okay.
So,
I work on that since I'm not going to be any use trying to harvest these crystals, and
Didn't Pipe Rifle just get a magical hammer? Like,
Yes.
I'll leave that near the cart so it can be identified.
Oh, actually, that's not even what I was thinking of.
Or is that not how detect
to
magic?
harvest?
Oh, I don't know if I want to just go smashing things with an unidentified magic.
I mean that sounds in your wheelhouse, though.
Well, yeah, that's true. Do they need to be smashed though?
I mean, they need to be harvested somehow.
They are mounted into basically like a stone construct, and so getting them large. The crystals themselves are fairly large, but they're entwined in various stones. So it's the depiction of them there isn't necessarily that accurate, but they are embedded into a couple of there's basically two stone altars underneath of each one, or they're under each of them. There's one stone altar, and the crystals are embedded as you sort of see there, with varying lengths of crystal sticking up out of the stone at various angles and positions. From what you guys have been able to tell, the angle and position and size and quantity of the stones on these altars is what really dictates their capabilities.
So,
Would you say that they're more crystal than stone, or more stone than crystal?
The altar itself comes up to about the waist on an average individual, about 3.5, 4 feet. And then the crystals themselves range from like 6 inches to about 2.5 feet.
So I have a hammer as a utility item. Would you allow me to like smash and try and free some crystals?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have a regular Warhammer, which is just like a big Thor smashing hammer. I
think you just smash that shit and we take it with us.
yeah, smash the stone is the idea.
All right. Yeah.
While all this is happening,
barbarian.
though, I am like turning the campfire into a brazier style thing, so because I miss our eyeball friend.
Yeah, we definitely want eyeball back.
It's pretty fucking handy for you guys.
Still holding Igor.
So yeah, I'm basically trying to either smash the stone if it will smash, or knock the crystals off as close to the base as possible.
Roll 1d6 pipe.
Okay.
I was willing to do this.
Oh,
It's a 6. Who
Take
knows
the
if
damage.
it's good or bad? Ah, that many? Just from smashing?
Smashing.
As you smash the magical artifacts with your entirely non-magical hammer, it shatters in your hand, and you take 3 damage.
Okay, maybe I'll use the magic
Maybe we
hammer
should try. Yeah, let's really up the ante here.
that was laying around here for that possible reason. I know. All right, I'm gonna try and smash one of the crystals with the hammer that I found.
you're
nearby.
smashing the crystal, not the stone.
Well, I'm trying to smash a crystal free. If the
Okay, so
crystal's solid enough that I can chip away the stone and take the crystal out.
as you swing the magical hammer into the crystal, it reverberates violently, causing a shockwave to resonate out from it. Everybody within 10 feet, roll 1d6.
Am I within 10 feet?
Yep.
All right.
Now I'm getting great rolls.
That's a 5.
So you take 2 damage, and Pipe takes another 3.
All right.
The crystals definitely are impervious to the magical hammer, but the blow to the hammer has fractured the stone around the base of this crystal, leaving it quite loose.
Okay,
You suspect that maybe the stone might be a better place to attack.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of what I meant, but
But
that's
that's
all right.
absolutely not what you said, which is what I was trying to point out.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to free the crystal. I would have assumed the stone was harder than the crystal, but
I look back and I tap him lightly with my staff, like
Well, now
like
that they've
basically
been
saying,
smashed-
"What the hell are you doing?"
can I pull one out now that they have been loosened after the shockwave, or is it more just like
That one, you can pull that one out, yeah. So you
Okay.
can extract that one. There's about 4 other crystals on this altar, but
right,
you're
I
able to
hand that
extract
one
the
back.
largest one.
to the folks who I'm sure would like to clear the area? Here you go. All right. I'm going to start delicately trying to chip away the stone from the bottom up.
I move
how many-
from
That's
here
working, no problem.
Okay.
Yeah,
See how many
so attacking the stone.
to over here.
Yeah, your hammer is going through the stone with great ease at this point, and you're able to free the rest of the crystals without a problem. It looks like striking the crystals with the magical hammer was the incorrect move.
Okay. I'm going to hold up the crystals and just hide my shame with joy. Be like, hey guys, I figured it out. Super easy. Don't worry about it.
Give him a thumbs up.
I give him a thumbs down.
Start doing the same thing. Your shame only makes me stronger.
I give him a shoulder shrug.
Yeah. Oh no. Indifference hurts my feelings, actually.
All right, you are now able to move both of these crystal piles.
I freed them up.
You have
All right,
freed
how
both
do
of them.
Do we need like one of these wheelbarrows that are over here? North.
It might make it easier for the easiest way to transport that many crystals at once, since Bob Dole still has a.
I'm gonna put Igor in the cart for now. I tied him up, so think you'll be able to game. And I'm gonna scoop up a bunch of crystals in my arms.
Yeah. All right. Well, who is not doing anything else? Because I know Bean was working on setting up Brazier to help the ritual. Mead's doing the ritual for his thing. Adam's going to
I'm chilling by
the
a
ritual
tent.
to
So what do
resummit.
you want me to do, Pipe?
All right. Yeah. Like let's. I assume there would be more than one person just to help. I can actually physically move these. Can move these
All right, I'll move the
via
other one.
cart back to the boat. I can just drag them there
We-
if that's something that can
Taking
happen.
Igor's
without-
cart? Is that what we're doing?
No,
No, I mean one of these wheelbarrow,
like
like up here,
yeah.
the lumber camp carts, and I'm hauling them to the small boat on shore.
Okay.
And then that's me.
Say me and you do it, Pipe.
Grab the wrong
Why
thing.
not?
So I want to just drag these out to Darrell while they're finishing up their stuff, and then get ready to head out. If
Sure.
Is that something we
Yeah.
can do without incident, or does it need rolls?
No, we can do this. So you guys drag those out to Darrell.
No.
You are brave taking that out there without Bob Dole.
As you bring them close, as you bring them even close to the ship, instead of having to clamber up the netting with them, Darrell basically a mouth apparates on the side of the ship as you're rowing close to it.
Just chuck them in like a.
It's right.
feeding
It's
a
right at the.
locomotive engine.
It's right at the sea line. Some water sort of sloshes into the mouth and out and around these fairly sizable teeth. And as you get close to it, a number of tentacles shoot out and lock the jolly boat into place. While more tentacles come out of this mouth and begin lifting the crystals out.
Okay. I sort of help like nudge them into, like, here you go, hand them off a little bit, make it seem like I'm participating and not very gently backing away. Like, here you go, buddy. Glad we could help. We're going to head back to shore. We'll get you some. Come back. That's the idea. Anyway.
There's not very much response from the ship other than the feeding frenzy that you witnessed.
Just
But
crunching them
as
like
the
crumbs.
jolly boat gets close to shore, an enormous pulse of light emits from Darrell, and you're carried to shore the final way by a large wave emitting from the ship. You're not able to actually see what's happening to Darrell as there's water is frothing high up above the sight
Darrell
line.
is evolving.
There's definitely a lot of flashing and some smoke. You're not sure whether it's smoke from the ship or fog from the water or what, but there's a lot of atmospheric effects going on here. If you had a video card, this would be slowing it down. And yeah, you're not able to see what's actually happening to Darrell right now.
He's evolving.
You hear a voice rumbling. Good.
From the shore, I hear that, I assume, because it's so loud, and I just give a thumbs up behind me as I'm still making the
Yeah, everyone
stuff.
basically everyone in the vicinity would have heard that. It kind of echoes around like the toll of thunder.
I look at Glojo and shrug as we're getting off the boat.
Yeah,
better
cool.
than bad, I guess.
Bringer, I just sent you a message in GChat.
You had to have something on.
I tracked that down before.
No secrets among sailors.
So yeah, now you guys are at shore. There appears to be a small localized storm with a number of lightning strikes. A number of them, maybe about 20 to 30% of the lightning strikes, are that odd color of the lightning that had struck Adam's skull last time.
And this is happening in the Darrell boat vicinity?
It's happened in the Darrell zone.
Okay. Well, I
Seems
don't
like
think
it's
he
fine.
needs help, but there's also not much we could do for him if we did. So we'll just have to see what happens after that. I'll call over Bob Dole and be like, "Hey, do you think he needs anything?
No, I
Think
think
we
he's
should
got
worry?
this.
Think we should worry about this?"
I mean, wait, did the lightning strike at Adam?
Adam's skull. What color was the lightning?
like unknowable magic color.
Well, wasn't the color
I
that's
think it was Octarine, the 7th color. The 8th color, the color of magic.
okay?
No, I think it was like a weird purpley blast that hit him to kill.
No, for some reason I had in my head that the color that struck the skull was different than the color that was happening with the crab dude.
It was.
Okay.
It was the crab magic was a different color from the color of the lightning that struck Adam. And right now you're seeing mostly standard lightning strikes, but every now and then, like I said, maybe every 2 or 3 in 10, is the purpley off color of the lightning that had struck Adam.
Okay, that's what I thought.
The rest, but the other 7 in 10 lightning strikes are fairly standard. But
Yeah.
there's a lot of flashing, and you're not sure whether it's lightning strikes, some of them, or whether the light is coming from within the cloud, or the lightning is just starting and ending inside of the cloud. There's sort of a large, almost pillar appearing above where Darrell was, of smoke and fog and steam, and this whole column is lit up with lightning strikes.
So are you saying that the thunder rolled and the lightning striked?
Yeah, that's something that happened.
I see nothing wrong with this situation. I think everything's gonna work out.
Did I finish my impromptu brazier for Adam?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You have finished that.
Definitely summoning my eyeball then.
I did not light it because I don't have prestidigitation, so somebody else will have to do that.
I can light it. That's fine. I can do it.
All right, I'll let you light it, and you can bring your little guy back.
Oh, I guess I have tinder boxes. I guess I could have lit it, but whatever.
Your little man's back, Adam.
Yeah.
Quick, send him into that hellstorm.
Go check it out.
He
buddy.
just
Glad you're here.
immediately dies again.
Here, you made us raise here.
Now we have that if we need it.
I point at the dead crab in the crab zone that's still smoldering. Or did we eat it? I don't remember.
I mean, there was a lot of it. You ate some of it. You probably couldn't make it through, like, because Pipe hacked a big arm off before the web actually killed
Yeah.
it. And you probably could have actually finished the pincer by yourselves.
And I also point to the Mind Flayer's corpse, and I point back to the cart, and I just say, intimidation.
That would be pretty baller to just drop, like, hey, who are you guys? And we just drop it in front of them. Like, hey, you left this at our logging camp or whatever. I don't know.
I mean, I'm in favor of that.
Yeah, I mean, we may as well. Bit grisly, but why not?
I was gonna feed the Mind Flayer corpse to Darrell, but I think he's doing fine.
He's fine. He only subsists on crystals now. He has a
He's got
problem.
Crystal. He's got.
He might want
he's
to
got a
eat that
problem.
one out of spite just because he hates Mind Flayer.
I'm just thinking that we're not going to
But yeah,
full
we can use
fucking
it more
shit with all of us rolling up on this cart. So it might be better to be able to go, yeah, we killed your fucking Mind Flayer. What?
Yeah. All right. Corpses
Fine with this.
ahoy.
All right, so you guys load up the cart here.
Yeah, ready to get moving.
Grab this goopy Mind Flayer corpse and throw it in the back of the cart next to Igor.
Oh, I posted the image I sent Bringer in General G chat.
I
It's
saw that.
just a ship mimic.
fucking amazing. All right. I'm going to take a whiz. I'll be right back.
I don't know why everyone's against this concept. I'm 100% on
We're
board.
riding on it. We're gonna get eaten.
I'm not against.
Why
it.
would we get
That would be
eaten?
fine.
He's clearly Dole's friend, and he seems to
happens-
tolerate the rest of
What
us.
happens when Bob Dylan
I'm vouch for all you.
while we're on the boat.
Just don't let me die ever.
Oh God, what would happen? How mad would he get?
Oh, don't worry about that. I will never die, so it's fine.
All right, are we getting in the boat or the cart?
The lead boat. Is anyone good at? I mean, I guess.
I don't think any of us have
super skill.
vehicle proficiency, honestly.
What about animal handling?
I'm
think I
kind of good at that.
I have a +3.
Yeah, I have a +3.
All right, that's good enough that you guys are going to be able to kind of herd these animals along. So we'll go ahead and just say that you have a substantial amount of time for this as well. So Pipe, your hit points are going to recover over, and
And mine too. Fucking
yours
idiot.
Too, yeah. And Mediator's man has finished his detect magic spell, and he tells you that almost everything on the cart is magical, and they cover kind of a variety of skills, schools of magic. There's abjuration, conjuration. A few of them appear to be a few of the ones actually that are moving around. He says are necromantic. Whatever's inside of some of these jars is dead flesh brought back to life.
Cool.
Pipey confirms that you have a magic hammer.
Okay. That's just detect, not identify?
Yes.
Okay. I think we knew it was magic already because of
We
previous
did, but he
ones.
wasn't doing identify, which is a different thing.
Yep.
He has to, for identify, he picks one object. It's a ritual as well, so he has an 11-minute cast time.
Yeah.
And it takes a pearl worth of that. So,
I'll do that in town.
or 100 gold, not one.
Before we leave, can I look in the back of the car over these items and just see if there's anything that sticks out to me?
Sure.
Are they all
Roll-
components or are there? Yeah.
Roll Arcana.
Uh-oh.
Just one person or everyone?
Well, I was checking it. Just
Okay.
someone else could check it. But I rolled a 4. Look at all this junk.
You're from what you can tell, you're pretty sure Mediator was right, and these are magical.
Cool magic stuff. Bye.
Can I check it then if Bob Dole is unable to check it?
Oh, normally I wouldn't let that, but I'll let you go as well.
You seem. I feel like my character would recognize that Bob Dole is too inept to check this on his own.
Harsh, but fair.
Harsh, but correct.
I have my strengths.
Watch me
I
box.
flex.
God damn it!
I have my strengths. They're strength. Adam, you're pretty sure they're also magic.
Yeah, take that, smart lady.
You seem
I was-
magical.
I was asking the pragmatic question: is it all just shit in jars, or are there like
It's pretty
implements?
much all shit in jars. There's a set of what look to be really rough surgical implements, but very well cared for. And you find next to the instruments a book on illithid physiology, or at least that's what you think it is. There's a number of drawings of mind flayers in various cutaways or dissections, and a couple of them have had bookmarks inserted next to them. So it looks like you may have been.
Doctoring stuff specifically for yuckos. All right. Interdimensional squid face. No thanks. All right. That is a good point. Well made.
They look like poser
Probably
models
horses.
from like
They're
the
fine.
early 2000s.
That's
where
almost
these
certainly what they
N64
are.
holders-
Yeah. The mix of cartoonish and real when you go looking for free icons is can be pretty jarring.
Hey, look, I
one of the horses and my hand clips.
I shared an entire G drive of so many things. That's where Mediator's character came from.
Okay.
All right, so you guys get on the wagon and you start tootling away. A few hours into your drive, Igor wakes up.
Hey, friend.
Where are we? What's happening?
I mean,
Oh,
you're
I'm gonna need you to keep
in a
those kind of things to yourself.
you're in a bag.
Oh,
Oh, that's
that's
right.
why it's so dark.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going back to camp, buddy. Listen, we got ambushed. We got a little scrape, but we're going back to orc camp. Everything's fine. Don't ask questions. Fine.
You're in there for your own protection.
Bye, like you're hanging up a phone. Bye.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're gonna play a game called Who Can Be Quiet the Longest. I think you've got a real shot at winning. See how you do.
All right, so you guys are tootling along.
Is he content to stay in the bag and just be like, "Oh, this sucks," but okay?
I think he's starting to put two and two together and realize that, regardless of what you tell him, the fact that he's in a bag at your control is still there.
Well, hopefully he takes that to understand that
He's smarter than I thought he
he
was.
may as well just stay there safely and unhurt and quiet in the bag, as opposed to anything else that might change one of
That's
those
pretty much
states.
his plan.
Yeah.
At this point, is he's done talking and moving around because I can't do that voice much longer.
Oh, good.
Why do you have that icon above you, Adam? It's driving me crazy.
The wrench.
Yeah.
Wrench guy.
I don't remember.
I don't know, but I took it off.
It's like-
weird.
He's
Like you're an engineer
yeah, he's an engineer.
setting up
Sentry
turrets.
turret.
He's your biotics.
Sentry down! Someone's sapping my sentry. That's the voice I'm doing from now on.
Where's your bird?
My bird is on the, up here, on the reins.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow, yeah. Camouflage.
Yeah, that gray looks fine most of the time until I put it on top of something and then you can't see him.
Well, because you got the shadow here,
Yep.
as well as all the other muted.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah, Shadow the Hedgehog. His guns. Which just reminds me, does anybody remember that we had an overall sort of meta quest to rescue Mediator's first character? Is that still
Yeah,
happening?
listen.
Do you remember that we had an overall meta quest of there was a dragon?
Well,
Like,
yeah, no, that dragon
Three
has
fly around
destroyed
the first
Phandalin by
concession.
now.
Phandalin is
Yeah,
gone.
Again.
Oh yeah, you guys fucking abandoned those scrubs.
Smoldering wreckage of that tower with Vexia's bird.
All I'm saying is, if you ever go back there, I do have stuff in mind for it.
Okay.
McScree died on his way back to his
It's devastation. Everything died there because
Yes.
it's
Oh,
it's
we-
it's
the
the
bear's
T2. It's the T2 playground scene where there's just fire everywhere.
Nice. Everybody Everybody hit level 5 and learned Fireball at the same time.
I like that your Phandalin is on fire and my Phandalin is being rebuilt.
All right, so you guys travel. Takes you quite a bit longer than the overnight trip that Igor claimed, but it's not really your horse. You guys let him out of the bag at all the pee, or did you kind of just have to?
I think at some point, if it turned out we were going to be there for a while, we probably shifted him to like a tied and gagged.
If we
out.
let him out, he's going to see the dead mind flayer that
Well,
we have brought with us.
All right, maybe we unzip. We
Well,
cut a
we
little
can
hole
get
down
burning
his
as the
waist.
mind flayer real
Period.
quick.
Period.
He's probably under a sheet covered with other stuff, but yeah, just sort of
He's
like
sleeping.
It's, whatever you guys want.
flap like old pajamas and just sort of lean him out the side of the cart.
No, I kind of like the idea that we play through the whole like we let him out and he sees the dead mind flayer.
All right.
He's just taking a nap. It's fine.
Oh no, the monster is dead. Can Igor have the bits?
What?
I have fresh jars. Can I have the bits? The
No.
mind flayer glands.
I look back at him and I just say, "Not yet."
Yeah. We need him for something.
Igor.
Tell me about what you have in the jars that you already have.
I collect the things.
I mean, we could get an Igor, guys. We could just start giving him things like we give to Darrell, and we could have an Igor too.
Now that
Sometimes the things let me save other things and or fix them and make them better.
do you
Yeah,
just
sure.
I like the cut.
Don't we?
I don't think we can have this NPC with us forever. I
Bring
can't.
her wicked
If we could have this NPC with us forever, the amount of young
The only
Frankenstein
NPC
references
that's
we
lasted
can make.
forever is Darrell. All the other ones only last 1 or 2 sessions before they get killed.
Be like, well, you wake up from your long rest and find Igor fell in a well overnight. Because I don't want to do that voice. It's how you roll when you're DM.
It sounds like
Right,
what's his name from Overdrawn at the Memory Bank. Anyway,
So you guys are rolling into this ranch area here. We're a bit zoomed out right now, further out than we normally would be. The scale here, the scale here is for later, not right now.
Okay.
So, you do see the ranch appears to be
a
little bit
really
of
bad
the
Netflix
field.
show.
God, I tried watching that. The fields appear to be really overgrown right now. There's a couple of cornfields and an orchard.
Oh God, where's Mediator?
As you go along the road here past these cornfields, you can see they're quite in disarray. There's been a lot of trampling back and forth in the fields as various creatures have maybe run through them or hunted other people down in them. As you get closer to the pond and the farmhouse, you do see a destroyed smithy across the pond and a number of bodies, a couple of orcs and 5 farmhands.
Are the orcs the bodies or?
Orc bodies, farmhand bodies.
Okay.
They
Just want to make sure that every.
combat.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you approach. There's a farmhouse here, and if you look on the left side of the map, we will start unveiling bits of the farmhouse.
Oh God, sorry, I hadn't scrolled left. Our cart's so big. Oh God, what happened?
Well, the scale will.
Yes,
fit
no,
for the farmhouse.
I know. I was just being a dick
Yeah.
because
I know.
I hadn't seen it.
It's like a Super Mario map.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly it. Yeah.
Well, I thought that.
So when
that
we select
implied
something, does it go beep?
Yes.
No, I assumed that when you went out to the world map, you were a giant kaiju-sized Mario that was marauding around and you shrunk down to do the level.
Look, enough crystals, we'll have our own giant kaiju. It'll be fine.
Yeah, that's on the agenda already.
All right, so this is the farmhouse.
Yep.
All right.
So this is the farmhouse blown up in the right here.
What is this? It looks like a. I don't know.
Well,
Sorry, what are you thinking?
Uh,
That is
yeah.
that's an old barn. It looks like it's been destroyed somewhat recently.
Okay.
It's burned pretty close down to the foundation. And then there's a small smithy that's also destroyed near where the corpses lie.
recently destroyed, or looks like it's. I guess nothing smoldering or I don't know,
Nothing
the
smoldering. It
telltale
looks like
sign.
maybe it's been destroyed like in the past month or so. From like
I
the
guess more like
overgrowth that you
the
see in
body.
the pastures and stuff like that. It kind of looks like the maintenance of this place really fell off like 3 to 5 weeks ago.
Okay, so if we ride around the pond, we would go past the bodies on the road on the farmhouse. Could we see? Are they old corpses or?
Yeah, they're as you guys kind of
Also in that
scout through. It looks like they
month
fell
frame.
sort of a while ago. Yeah, they're in a pretty advanced state of decomposition at this point.
Okay. So
The only thing that you see moving as you kind of go through this area are the flies that you disturb off of the bodies.
okay, so intuition tells me they set up camp or they set up shop here. Mind Flayer and his pals, unknown, Igor among them, killed people indiscriminately and left them where they lay because they just needed a roof over their head. And
What?
I'm betting it's a farmhouse.
Why don't we ask Igor if he knows about these dead bodies?
Yeah, good question.
They're boring.
They're boring. What did
Dumb
you-
orcs and humans, nothing to research, right?
Yeah. I've cut up so many humans, and there's nothing new to find.
Who
Yeah,
killed
don't
them?
tell anybody. That's why I
But-
don't eat them anymore. It's got really boring.
The orcs. The orcs. Are you sure you're supposed to be here?
Yeah. Don't worry about
Oh, well, you better check in at the farmhouse before the troll gets angry.
Say, hey, by the way, Igor, how many people are in your camp?
It's not Igor's camp.
Well, how many people are in the camp that you know
It's a house.
of?
If I could walk that way.
Well, I grip the skull and resist the urge to bash him over the head. Okay, Igor, how many people are in the house that you know of?
There's probably like maybe like eight to 10.
Oh, cool.
And it's a big house.
I've turned around on Igor. I'm on board with Igor and the voice and everything now at this point.
Keep
I'm
him
imagining
around
this is like
forever.
the Red Dead Redemption 2 Swamp House.
I think
That's
we
what
just keep
that's what I'm
adding
picturing.
NPCs so Bringer has to play a bunch of characters all the time. So how wet is the house?
Oh, it's so wet. So wet.
I mean, I'm just thinking from a standpoint of we do like burning shit down.
Oh, the house is so wet.
You want to start with fire?
I mean, we know there's a troll. Why not? I don't
All I'm
have
saying is, look,
prestidigitation. I can't do shit.
I'm the lizard man who doesn't care about physical possession, so you're lucky I'm not the one who has fireball. That's
I'm
all.
a monk.
If anybody cares what's in the house treasure-wise, let's rate it. Otherwise,
Yeah,
fine, burn
let's
it down.
not start with fire.
Look, it's
Hey,
been a
cool.
while since we've had a house that was not near the ocean.
It's true. It's by a big pond.
I've lived near ponds. It does not make the house wet. It just causes.
Check out.
Well, did your house burn down? Because counterpoint.
I mean, the field around the fucking
I mean,
lake did, or pond
we
did.
could light part of the field on fire and then see if anyone comes out.
Oh,
That
we
is
wanna light
a
some
nice
fire.
distraction. Yeah. Well, so we've got options here. Before we ride all the way up, let's say we're here at this field. Do we want to roll up hard intimidation and drop their mind flayer in the dust and say, "Come get your boy," and like have a fucking throwdown, or do we want to distract them and sneak into the house and
That's
stab
right,
whoever's
we are in a
left? And,
fucking cart.
you know, or a
I mean,
little both.
for,
The cart
for,
rolls up and they're like, "Who the fuck are you? What's happening?" And then somebody says, "Hey, there's a fire out back." And then when they turn, we put an arrow in their neck. I don't know, whatever you want. But
yeah, I mean,
eventually
there's a
we'll see it,
good
or no.
chance they heard us coming up the path just from how
Yeah,
loud horses
they're
are.
gonna spot a big fuck off wagon with a bunch of people.
We could retcon that we're having this discussion back
I
here.
think we should have a civil discussion with them and come to a mutual agreement.
All right, go
Alright,
then, Luther.
roll up.
You somehow
Let's
make
roll up.
friends with fucking everybody. Go.
Let's roll up and see what happens. And if they're like, "What do you want?" Blah blah blah. We don't care. Then we fucking kick their boy out of the back and see what kind of reaction we get.
Found something. Yeah. All right, let's do that. Let's
So
go
we
that
actually
route.
might be Hail the Conquering Hero. Killed our evil boss. I don't know.
I didn't think anyone would go for the dialogue.
Yep, we're going straight through. Let's go.
Yikes.
All right.
All right, we're riding up to the house.
I'm gonna stay in the
Go ahead and
pond.
move your dudes over to
I'm-
the.
Who's in charge of the way?
The map to the right.
Over to the ground
Yeah,
level of
move
the
over to-
farmhouse.
Yeah, over where you position your dude.
I see. Is this a front
Yeah.
porch?
That is the
Oh,
front
is that
porch,
the south?
front door of the house there. Yeah, and there's a side door. As you kind of are approaching the house, you kind of get a quick glance at it. And there's a side door in the back, front door
I
over
do not see my
here.
character. Am I missing something? Oh, there we are. Never mind. I
Oh,
just
no.
blended into the ground.
Yeah.
Okay.
So are we literally just going to knock on the door? Say,
I'm backing the fuck
I
up.
could cast Pass Without a Trace on us, and we could try to go inside.
I mean, they
If
saw
we
the
leave
they
the
saw
way-
I mean, the last
card,
time this happened, Pipe
undoubtedly.
Rifle just fucking bungled in and screamed hello.
It's fine. There was no one there except a big monster under the ground.
Yeah, cast
Okay.
Path Without a Trace so certain people can ignore their stealth checks.
So as you guys are kind of assembling outside the door here, you hear some commotion from inside. Sounds like a lot of laughter, actually.
I bet.
Everyone's in good spirits.
All right. So I am going to cast Pass Without a Trace on all these clowns.
I think it's too late now because they know we're
Is
here.
it?
They might not. They're laughing at unrelated stuff.
They're watching Cheers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We both
watching
go
reruns of Friends.
vintage comedy.
Okay.
Various.
So you guys have Pass Without a Trace on. Can you all give me a stealth roll?
I still get disadvantage on these.
What is does the Pass Without Trace change that, or what is
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. So you will get a
You-
plus 10 bonus.
A plus
Is that
10?
on top of your normal bonus, or is it just plus 10?
I believe it gives you a. It replaces it.
Okay.
Oh.
I mean, I
Damn, I'm
really
trash.
wanted a plus 16 stealth roll.
Yeah,
Plus
same.
16.
Oh, I could have used it.
14's probably good.
This. I said it at the beginning that this was day of 14s, and I intended to be a curse.
I also
Oh no!
have
So it does that. So it does add on top of it. Sorry, I was wrong.
Okay. So that's
Okay,
actually a
well then.
29.
Okay, so you're
So-
very stealthy.
So yours is 29. You want to hear mine?
What's yours?
Mine is 34.
You're very
mine is
stealthy.
Pipe's at 20.
I just don't exist. I'm just
19. I had a plus 50.
So you're 19 then,
Four.
and then what is yours, Adam? And
2, so I'm 16.
and Kyle, what was yours with the
14.
adjusted? Because I had it wrong. You do get your you stays at 14. Okay.
Yeah, I rolled a 5.
Doesn't yours go down because of your negative?
So it's -1 plus 10. Yeah.
-1 plus 10.
Great. Okay.
So
So yeah,
actually-
those are your rolls. What are you proceeding to do? It looks like you're looking through some of the windows here.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll look through the
Point
windows.
of clarification:
This
did we
one.
leave the cart back here on the road and approach on foot, leaving both Igor and the Mind Flayer?
That was how I
Run.
stood it.
Did we ride
Unless
up?
you, I don't know. How did you guys want to play that?
Yeah, I think we leave
Well,
it.
then we
We
definitely
can,
left the cart. Being
yeah,
left.
we can always go back and grab the mind flare and say, "Got your boy."
Okay, so this is our first recon with
Yeah.
stuff. So yeah, we're going around looking at windows. I think.
So you peek into this room where the monk is, and it's a dining room with some stairs up to the second floor. The second room where where Lexi and
I don't know if this is
Faramir are is quite a lot of commotion coming through the windows there, and you see what looks to be a troll massacring a few kobolds for sport, as the orcs around it laugh and taunt the kobolds.
I was wrong. It
Very
wasn't a
cool.
laugh directed at us. They were watching Friends.
watching friends murdered friends.
It's. I mean, this is your answer to why doesn't Ross just eat the smaller ones?
Ross, the villain of Friends.
No, he's simply the largest friend, so he should eat the smaller.
Oh well, you obviously haven't read my Tumblr about how he is secretly the antagonist of the entire show. He's a real piece of shit, and he had a monkey. Super villain, pet, exotic pet. It all fits together.
All right. Anyway, so we got a troll killing shit. We got two.
I don't want to
we
bust
got-
in on that. Is there a way to climb up to the second floor and do recon without attracting attention? Is that too much Tenshu shit for?
I mean,
Well, I think I can jump.
can I climb with
There's a lot of
acrobatics?
I
Yeah.
can jump to the roof also, I believe.
I
I
mean,
don't know. Just we could go and sneak in upstairs, do what we need to do, and set the building on fire, or just
the
from
troll
an angle
is
they're not
very
expecting.
dangerous. Like, I can start this
First-
troll. If our intention is to kill
Yeah.
this troll, I have a good opening gambit to fuck him up. But
When we may not need to.
He's murdering kobolds for sport. So
Well, yeah, but
Well,
maybe
you know what? That
he's
does fit our
friendly.
MO of just like murdering things that murder other species.
just
So the
saying,
Dexters of the non-human biped world.
As you guys were
I'm
deliberating
armoring
and
up,
looking
by the
outside
way,
the windows,
stealthily.
this guy was rolling behind the scenes,
Mhm.
and the orc with the whip suddenly yells out, having spotted pipe rifle through the window.
I'm so glad it was pipe rifle. It makes me so happy.
Pipe had a 19. This guy rolled a 19.
I know. No,
So,
it just makes me very happy.
I was asking if I could climb the wall. That was what I was supposed to be doing, was climbing up to the second floor.
It's too late now.
and so the orc cries out, "Intruders!"
What?
Intruders.
Saw some brr.
This orc. So everybody roll initiative.
Fantastic.
I mean, I'm
Pipe rifle
still
nothing.
stealthy. Fuck it.
If you are still stealthy, I will give you advantage on your initiative roll.
Oh, alright. Well, I'm still stealthy, but 17's still the highest.
It's pretty far away, so
Okay. I also got 17.
wow.
Thank God we get initiative, because Jesus Christ. All right.
With advantage, I I rolled a 20 on the second one,
Nice.
which makes it 19.
Yeah, one of those negative values.
Went from
Yeah.
3 to 20.
Well, I don't play the fuck back there.
I'm 18.
Eldritch Blast the
19
building.
for-
Goddamn.
And Kloja, what was your second roll?
Oh, I only rolled once. Do I roll a second?
Yeah, you guys got advantage on initiative. You're still stealthy.
20. I rolled
All right.
17.
Then it is your turn to start us out.
Oh.
Burn the farmhouse down.
I don't know that I have anything that has fire, though. Otherwise, I would. How tall is the farmhouse?
It is 2 stories tall.
So
Or
how
there's
tall
a
is
second. There's a second story on it, so it's probably about 30 feet total.
So I could jump to the roof if I wanted to. Because I can jump.
It's a big old elf jump.
Yeah, that's what I can
Have
jump.
a
30 feet.
Legolas jump, so yeah.
Yeah, 30
Like
feet is
sliding
my
down
jump.
elephant trunks and shit.
But if I jump to the roof, I'm just gonna be on the roof.
Yeah.
Okay. So you spring to the roof of the farmhouse then.
Cool. I'm on the roof now.
Give me
Like
an
light on fire
acrobatics
while you're up
roll.
there or something.
Alright. $23.
That'll do.
This character rolls insanely high all the time. So much better than my other
It does seem like you got a new set of dice for this character.
But they're digital.
Yeah, that's the weird thing.
Digital. That's what's so crazy about it.
Boing.
What is so? Is it a special elf skill, or do you just get
It's just something that I
a
get
bonus
because
modifier?
It's a jump.
A
I have
ranger.
to jump.
I don't think you can do. Hang on, I'm reading something about this. High
Okay.
jump. Make a high jump. You leap into the air. Number of feet equal to 3 plus your strength modifier, which is
That's
2.
a
So you can
regular
leap
person.
5 feet. High jump, and then extend your arms half your height above yourself. There you go. Yeah, so you definitely can't jump 30 feet.
Oh.
At least unless I'm looking at something, unless there's something else I'm not looking at.
Sorry, I looked at something. It might be a long jump is 30 feet, not high jump.
I think that's right. Yeah.
Yes.
Bell
Okay.
jump.
You do have a long jump that lets you jump crazy far too.
That's a number of feet
So-
up to your strength score, not your modifier. So up to
Yeah,
like
so you could
18 or
jump up to like, I don't know, grapple onto the windowsills on the second floor for sure. You can make that jump, where
Okay.
somebody else would have to climb it.
Let's do that then.
Okay, so you're
Climb
looking
through the window.
in the second floor.
Yep.
Okay.
Don't split the party. Gloja's gonna die.
I'm just hanging on the windowsill. It's fine. I'm looking in
It'll be
there.
fine.
I'm so stealthy.
I mean, it would be nice to know if we had, a lot more company coming down the stairs.
All I did was jump up and hang on the windowsill. I haven't done anything. I haven't gone inside.
Take a peek. They're probably going to be looking at a renewed commotion from downstairs.
I still have Pass Without a Trace on. I did a 23, so I'm just hanging on the windowsill, checking it out.
So you're hanging on the windowsill, and you realize there's a party of orcs upstairs that appear to be kind of ignoring the commotion downstairs so far.
Oh, so far.
It is good that the commotion downstairs was fighting. So maybe they won't notice a different kind of fighting for a minute.
All right, Luther, you are up.
Okay.
Can I lose?
Is there a way for me to stealthily open this door a little bit and cast Bane without them noticing me?
You still have Pass Without a Trace on. The only one it's off is Pipe.
You could move to the window where you can see them and cast Bane. You don't have to open the door.
Man,
Okay.
You can't go through doors. It's not fire.
All right, I'm gonna cast Bane on the troll and the two orcs nearest me.
I don't think you can see the one on the right from where you are. Maybe
Ah.
but you could probably
Okay.
see.
What about the one in the
The-
back with the whip?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, so like you can see those three.
Okay, I'll cast it on them. Then they have to make a Charisma 14 saving throw.
It's a good thing trolls are so charismatic.
I'll be right back.
The troll gets a 4 on a 14.
Oh,
And the other orc fails it, and everybody fails their saving throws.
eat it. I'm gonna move back a little.
What happens?
They any for the next 1 minute, any attack roll they make, you have to roll a d4 and subtract it, and as well as saving throws.
Ooh.
Nice.
And that's my turn.
Mana.
All right, so I'm going to do something similar where I'm going to aim something inside the room here. Well, Eyeball comes with me. We're going to center my Hunger of Hadar spell right in the middle of that room, which should essentially take up the whole room because it is a 20-foot radius sphere, which, I mean, it technically goes slightly beyond the room, but I guess it's contained within the bounds of the room, probably. I don't know. That's kind of up to you.
Let's say yeah.
I don't think it goes through walls. And that spell is, you open a gateway to the dark beyond the stars with a region infested with unknown horrors. A 20-foot radius sphere of blackness and bitter cold appears, centered on a point within range and lasting for the duration. This void is filled with a cacophony of soft whispers and slurping noises that can be heard up to 30 feet away. No light, magical or otherwise, can illuminate the area, and creatures fully within the area are blinded. The void creates a warp in the fabric of space, and the area is difficult terrain. Any creature that starts its turn in the area takes 2d6 cold damage. Any creature that ends its turn in the area must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 acid damage as milky otherworldly tentacles rub against it. And the dexterity saving throw is Dex 14.
That's a fantastic spell.
Yeah, it's my big spell right now, but it's got that big fuck off work and 3 other things in it. So we're gonna cut. Yeah, it's also now the Hunger of Hadar. So don't go in there, or you'll get eaten.
I'm glad I heard that.
Yeah.
I
So
have
that whole room is a no go, basically. And I'm
Nice.
also saying that because they're, at least I think, because they are blind, they're kind of, they're gonna have a hard time finding doors or windows. But hey, that's up to you.
Well, it's also difficult terrain, so
Yeah, it's also difficult. Yeah.
so that's the thing that's gonna fuck them up. So like, I think the one guy will probably be able to jump out the window behind him, but he still has to deal with the starting his turn in there.
Yeah.
So he might not get tentacle rubbed, but he still gets fucked up by the.
Well, they
started
and take damage no matter what. The saving throw
Yes.
is for them to leave the area, or is when they end it's when they end their
Yeah.
turn.
So they take a they take it. Yeah. So they take damage immediately, which is 2d6
Yes.
when they start. That's a hell of a spell, man. Good work.
Yeah, that's my big spell. So I'm glad we have a good room that works for it.
You've been charging
And I only
Lucifer
get 2
this whole
spell
time.
slots, and before we initiated combat, I armored up because I knew shit was going to go sideways. So I have no more spell slots, but I feel like it was worth it.
That was probably the right choice there.
You got that D10 cantrip.
Yeah, you've got your main attack.
No, I know that, but I mean that's basically all I have is the D10 cantrip now, or I guess the little eyeball. But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
And,
I should not go in the first floor.
Don't go in there. Yes.
Has Glojo been noticed or
No.
anything up top? Okay. Well, if my spell is not working, then I'm not going to climb it. So I guess for right now, I'm going to fall back away from the windows and get closer to the rest of the party and take up a defensive position and see what they do with the big spell. So I don't really think it's worth like throwing a dagger in there or something. Like I'll hang back for that.
All right. Adam, give me 2d6.
I don't know if that gives me reaction bonus or something.
Can someone
Wait,
roll for me? I'm stepped away from my computer.
Oh, I'll do it then.
Where's Beach Roll on the initiative?
I'm down
Yeah,
there.
where is Beans Roll?
Yeah, where am I? What did I roll? I don't remember. I typed it in. 17.
Okay,
Beans Roll's now.
sorry, your turn.
Yeah, that was with me.
Protect me because I just got attacked.
I think that's
Go ahead.
your 2d6 to do to the damage
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
for the void.
I mean, I can't go in there. I don't want to clamber up yet.
Right? It's a bit of.
I think I'm just gonna hold my action. I'm not gonna do anything.
Okay. Well, then it is
Light
this
the
guy's
roof
turn.
on fire.
He takes 5 damage from the cold in the room.
Deep of Hell's Zone.
And it's able to stumble out the window here.
Did you add the Bane?
For taking damage.
No, for the saving thing.
He doesn't even get a save on it. He just takes damage for sure.
Oh, okay.
It's only ending the turn in the zone that he takes the save. So he's able to stumble out the window pretty ungracefully because it's dark as hell in there, and he's kind of just clambering his way forward. And he ends his turn kind of gasping outside of the room. It is the troll's turn. The troll said it's difficult terrain in here. So the troll charges towards the door. knowing the door is over in this direction, basically. But that's as far as it can move, given that the room is difficult terrain for it, and it's blind. It stumbles forward and sort of staggers towards the door, ending its turn there. It also has to take damage.
Yeah, well, he gets a Dex
He
14
takes-
saving throw
so I've got-
14.
Yeah, so I'm giving him the
Plus
damage
bubbles
that he
1d4.
starts from. So he takes 6 damage off the bat for starting his turn in the zone. And now he has to make the saving throw. A dexterity. It's a dexterity saving throw, but what's the
DC.
DC?
Difficulty.
I thought it was 14. 14.
Okay. And then Bob Dole has
1d4 and subtract that.
Do you want to roll the 1d4, Bob Dole?
Sure. I rolled a 4, subtract 4.
Yeah.
All right. This guy fails his saving throw, especially hard. And so the Hunger of Hadar does another
2d6 acid
2d6.
now. Yeah. The first is 2d6 cold, 2d6 acid is the escape, if it matters.
Ooh, that's a solid 8 damage to it. So 14 damage just from this thing living inside that.
And it'll get him again when he starts his next turn.
Actually, acid does.
Yeah, because first it's cold damage if you start the turn, and then milky tentacle damage if you fail your saving.
So it's the next orc's turn, who starts in the zone as well. He takes 8 damage off the bat. Realizes his way is blocked by this enormous troll, and sort of stumbles forward and is able to break the door open. But the delay trying to get the door costs him the rest of his movement, so he's not able to actually escape. So he has to make the Milky Tentacle save.
And he also has Bane on it, right?
Yeah,
Not that one.
that one doesn't have Bane, but it doesn't.
Didn't matter.
I have to roll the. I rolled the damage and not the save.
Okay.
So he gets the dex saving throw, which he doesn't take. So we'll take that 8 damage as damage done, and that is actually enough to kill him as he takes 16 damage between the darkness and the tentacles. This guy breaks open the door, and then is basically clawed to death by these milky white otherworldly tentacles, grasping at it and clawing it back into this room of planar torment.
Yeah, suck it.
Oh, that's
That planar torment. I realize I think there's one guy still left in that room right now, but that area lasts for a minute, so
6 turns.
everyone will bust out before then, but still.
So it's the last orc with the whip's turn. So he's rolling to take how much his ice. He's rolling for his ice damage right now.
Oh, lame.
He's a little bit lucky with that one. He takes 4 damage, and he knows there's a window behind him. So he immediately turns, smashes the window, and leaps out it. He does a pretty poor job at that, though. And so he lands prone on the ground.
Perfect.
And then we roll on through to Glojo's turn.
All right. So I'm still stealthy looking in the window. I want to slide along the ledge and look into this next room.
It's a bedroom. It is currently empty. There's a little wardrobe chesty thing at the end of one of the beds, or at the end of the bed, but it's kind of clean. Looks a little looks soiled, like some orcs have been sleeping in the bed and not taking the best care of it. But otherwise, it's a plain room. There's not a lot of decoration or anything like that. Even the orcs got smashed up.
All right. Not really a lot I can do on my turn, so I'm gonna hang out stealthily up on the roof.
Could you fire arrows?
I can fire arrows, but I'm in
Yeah,
stealth.
what are
Be, like,
they?
straight
On
down,
reconnaissance. I'm a fucking ranger. doing
And I don't have
recon.
a way to suggest that in character, so it's fine.
Exactly. Doing
You don't know
what my
where
character
people
would
go
do.
out of windows or wherever.
Adam can talk to me telepathically if he wants to.
Well, we can't actually see around the corner. I moved back. If I'd been standing there, I could have clobbered that dude when he dove out the window. But oh well.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna move to this window and look and see the troll and shoot a sacred flame at him. That is a Dex 14 saving.
Man, all your stuff is like
I have a lot of saving throw stuff. Wow.
Bazinga.
Whoa.
I didn't look up for him.
Critical fail.
Bazinga indeed.
He takes 9 damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to move back a little bit. Yeah. Turn death.
Takes 9 fire damage and roars. Still kind of surrounded by the acid, and the flames are on him, and he's stuck in this fucking hellhole, literally. And now it's the hellhole Raider's turn.
Wow. All right. Second. Okay, let me see here. Where's my thing? All right, then I'm gonna position myself in the theoretical bound that is not really that is where the map is the third. In other words, I'm not actually standing this close to the building.
Okay.
But I'm gonna Eldritch Blast this guy just to kind of fuck his life up a little bit.
The door is still shut.
Oh. Okay.
Do it through the window.
Yeah.
Through the window, to the wall.
God damn it. Sure. Okay, let me see here then. God damn it. All right, so I'm gonna cast 2 of them. So that will be a 20 plus 6.
I don't think you have
2
line of
hits.
sight.
Yeah, I may not have line of sight. I can't. So the door is shut. Okay.
The door is shut, and so you'd have to come all the way over to, like, if you're farther out from the building, you'd have to be further up.
Well,
this way.
I would move there, presuming that. Yeah, I guess I can't technically get there then if that door is a thing. Well, that's annoying. I thought that guy opened the door.
Not yet.
That guy, the one that died did, and that's why he died, is because he had to open the door.
Yeah,
But
this
he opened that door.
that door's open. Yeah.
Yeah, he opened the door to the other room.
I can't move through the window. That takes an action, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, then I'm gonna move. I'm just gonna move further then because I don't have a good angle on anything. What a waste. All right,
So-
fine.
I mean, you
Alright.
killed one of them already. But haven't done anything.
That's not the point.
Yeah,
All right. Well,
fine.
actually, it seems like a bad idea for me to enter the building. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna go further.
Can your gazer do anything?
That's a good
I
question.
remember when
Does he
Bobby
save
wanted
your
to make
initiative?
friends with these guys.
Fire some random
The
shit.
gazer moves. The gazer moves at the same speed I am, so no, the gazer would be limited in the same way, which is unfortunate. Actually, what I can do.
Because the gazer go in through the window and attack him from here.
Does that still count as
Still
an
here.
action for the gazer?
No, the gazer can kind of fly in through the open.
Okay,
through the
then
windows.
all right, then that seems fair. All right, my gazer enters the room without me, and he's gonna do random eye blasts again. So he's got to do.
Start the
Got to
disco.
roll a d4 to see what his blasts are. Blast 3, Last one. One is a dazing ray. So he must take a DC 12 Wisdom throw or be charmed until the gazer's next turn. And the number 3 is a frost ray. So he has to do a DC 12 Dexterity saving throw. You want to roll the Dexterity saving throw now, so that I know whether or not I have to roll damage.
Yeah.
He's got to get a 12. Oh, fuck him.
Bane.
Oh shit. Bane me.
I took 2 off. So it's 14.
Alright, so then he still has to do a DC 12 Wisdom throw. Or be charmed.
He's immune to that.
Alright, well then all we did is put my gazer in danger's way.
It's normal state of
That's
affairs.
what you normally do with your gaze.
He knows the risk.
He knows what he signed up for.
It's your turn now.
Okay. With the magical, it's like darkness in there, right? Would I know that this guy has climbed out the window?
You can't see through it either. It's a it basically creates a warp in the fabric of space. So the people that are inside of it are basically inside this dark sphere of blackness. And so they can't see anything, but all you can see is the void itself. You can also hear the slurping noises.
Yeah,
If that helps.
that's good. I'm glad of
Because
that.
no light can illuminate it, so you can't see through it.
Okay, I guess considering I just ran from around there after they spotted me, I think I will cautiously approach this corner again and see if anybody had followed me. So I'm gonna walk up. Is this guy prone, or did he just dive out the window and like ready?
He made it out the window successfully. So he's kind of just like he was kind of gasping for air. He took some damage from the cold, but he also had to escape a horrific hell. So he still was. So he looks a little unhappy.
Okay, so if I peek, so I moved up probably 15 feet and then spotted him. Can I still move and attack?
Yeah.
Okay. If I see that
I'll
guy,
let you
I'm
do
probably-
that because you kind of spotted him and he's just he was so obviously like not into looking at you. He was just like happy to be out of that fucking place. So you were able to deduce that and you can move to attack.
All right, then I'm going to rage and attack. I don't know. Rage is a bonus action, so that'd be at the end probably. So it'll be I'm gonna run at him and attack in a rage, but I won't have any of those characteristics till the end of the turn. But you son of a bitch, etc. All right, so I'm gonna run up and just do a axe attack.
Spray him. Get the body
Use an
spray.
attack. Pachow, a non-natural 20.
That'll hit. You made it.
Aaron got me real dice, so I don't have to switch to the D12. I have a D12.
You can fake that.
And I got a 3.
roll.
Hell yeah, suck it.
But that makes it a 6. So it's
All right, you
6
hit this guy pretty hard. He staggers under the assault. Between that and the frost covering his armor, still sort of taking its time to come away. He looks pretty worse for the wear.
All right. Son of a bitch.
Well,
Okay.
What I like about this is that none of them really knew what was happening. Somebody was like, "Hey, I saw a big lizard," and then the void opened up in front of it.
I like that you guys were gonna go talk to them, and then as soon as they saw you, the void opened up around them.
Look, I didn't know they were so mean to kobolds.
I mean,
Yeah,
when they
that's-
were in there
they
slaughtering
basically-
kobolds, it kind of, yeah.
It was like if we had snuck up on them and looked through and saw a clan rally or a bunch of SS troopers with Nazi armbands. Like, oh, these guys are targets. Don't worry about it. No harm done. Kobold fighting for grins. Yeah, fuck those guys.
All right, so Quill's going to move up here right next to the door And ready in action. The second that door opens, I am going to attack with my quarterstaff and attempt to stun whatever walks through that door.
And we got to get you a magic quarterstaff. You hit so many times with that thing. I want to do more on every hit.
Eventually, I don't even need the quarterstaff, and my hands do the same amount of damage.
Put a knife on the end.
This guy's gonna try and hit
Wolverine
pipe.
claws.
Yes, that's a spear. I've invented a new weapon, the quarterstaff.
My turn
knife.
again?
It's the
No, that's a different
orc's
archer.
turn. That's attacking pipe.
The guy that I attacked.
He rolls a 10 and he fails.
Well,
Jerk.
The troll's turn. He wakes up in the cold and takes 7 damage of cold shit.
Those dice look merged on my screen.
And
no, fine on mine.
Can he also take fire damage?
smashes the door and emerges outside.
Okay, can I immediately take my action?
You can take your action after he finishes.
That's not how ready in action works. I'm gonna be a jerk about it.
Is it?
So basically, to do so, you can take the ready action on your turn so that you can act later in the round using your reaction when the trigger occurs. And I said the second that door opens and someone comes through, you take your reaction right after the trigger finishes.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna have to rules lawyer you, and give him the other 2 attacks that have the range to hit from where he is.
I said as soon as the door opens.
And I'm saying that if the door cracks down and he has multi-attack, he has multiple attacks going at once.
All right.
So, I mean, we can go either way on this one.
It's fine. You're DM, so you made the decision.
All right, you roll. I'll roll.
Simultaneous action sounds like a compromise.
All right.
He sees you, you see him, you both do your thing.
So who wants to say what first?
Say what again?
All right, so he swings at you with his claw and gets a 25.
That hits.
I don't think
What
taking
do you
2
get
off
with
of
your-
your back down.
Okay, 23.
Still, it's fine.
So what was your roll there then?
So I rolled for double attack because I attacked twice. First one was, I have to do math, 22, and second was 20.
Okay, so he only hits you once, you hit him twice, and I'll roll for damage, you roll for damage and stun.
All right, so for damage, I hit. For the first one, that's a 12. For the second, that's 9. And then for stun, he has to roll a DC 14 of, I don't know what. Hold on.
Constitution, I think, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
doesn't
he
get stunned.
doesn't get stunned.
But you take 10 damage and then you did 9 plus something?
I did 9 and 12.
Okay.
I'm imagining you're just like smashing him and he swings a huge arm and you block it, but it still just hurts because it's fucking huge. All happening like kung fu fight style.
Yeah, basically he comes bursting through the door. His bite fails to hit you, but he smashes the door with one claw, comes through it, swings at you with his other claw and tries to bite you, but the bite misses, the claw hits, and you beat the shit out of him in return.
Fair.
Your stunning strike fails because he had the best roll I've gotten all day on that.
Yeah, and because it's a readied action, I don't get a bonus action on top of it, so I don't get to do anything else.
All right, but he is pretty staggered coming out of that hell room and getting beaten in the fucking face for it. That guy's already dead. That guy manages to stand back up. And that is basically his turn. He stands up and makes it to like the corner. And now it's Glojo's turn.
All right, is the troll outside?
Yes.
All right.
Legolas fire into its brain from above.
It looks like he would be right under.
He's right under me,
the shape
like
of
slightly to the left, I
rooms
think.
there,
So,
yeah.
trying to decide what I want to do because I could shoot at him, but I could also do something really silly.
the jump on him with a knife.
That's what I was gonna do.
Yeah,
We were all thinking it.
It's what every swashbuckler would do. But God, in real life would probably suck. But it's what Leon Kennedy jump on his back and start
See, I'm trying to
slashing.
decide whether or not I want to stab him, like
Yeah,
jump
let you
down
come.
and stab him, or just shoot at him. Well, I don't. Actually, you have to use two hands to shoot the longbow. So
You can't climb and shoot the longbow.
I can't grapple here and shoot it. So, do I get an advantage from sword swiping him, like jumping on him from the second story?
If I give you advantage on the attack, I'm gonna have to make you roll an acrobatics check
That's
first.
fine.
Or so do you? Yeah. So roll an acrobatics check.
Okay.
That makes sense because if you land on him, then it's hard to
Yeah,
ignore.
because I'm jumping
It's
on
hard
a
to say you
man's
miss.
head.
So advantage is
Well, it's 10.
Okay, so you do land on him, but you don't land on him with enough zazz to give you advantage on your attack. So your attack is still, you can still give him a good solid attack on your way, like passing down and by him. So give
Okay.
me your attack roll.
So I'm gonna hit him with my short sword instead of my bow, and I'm gonna do the double hit. So I get, I think it's 2
lucky hit.
Would you
Lucky
like to play a
hits.
game of Lucky Hit?
Lucky hits. So here's.
lucky.
Okay.
I watched
First roll
Shenmue
is
3
a
footage.
15.
There's so many games right away.
Second roll is the 21.
So you managed to slash him twice on the way down with. Give me 2 damage rolls.
All right.
Stick 2 swords in him and slide down like a pirate
D6
cutting a
plus
sail.
3. First roll is a 6. Second roll is a 7.
All right, you slice him up pretty solid there.
Maybe like slash him on the way down, and then when you hit the ground, you like slash his fucking hamstring
that
before you
off.
run off. Yeah, before you move to a safe distance.
Luther, your turn.
I'll be right back.
All right, so I just gonna burst out the door from me, back up a little bit towards Pipe, and I'm going to Sacred Flame him again. Eat it. Do another Dexterity 14 save. Still baned. Take 4 off of that.
Oh, your bane causes him to fail the save.
I like Bane.
He screams as he sizzles. How much damage does he take?
That'll be 8 damage. 8 fire damage.
Nana, your turn.
I was born with 8 in my heart. So, but he's not dead.
He's not
No,
dead.
like-
No, he's sizzling and angry.
Still.
All right. Well, then let's try and fix that part. All right. So let's see. Where did that go? Come here. He's definitely in range. So it's going to be 2 hits on him, 2 different bolt casts. I'm actually going to back up too because I do not want to be in this motherfucker's range here. Actually, how far back can I go and still remain safe? And still be in range for what I did. All right, that's about right. All right, I'm gonna blast him twice. First blast.
That'll be a miss.
Boom.
And that'll be a hit. Give me damage on that one.
Okay, so 1d10 plus 3. So 10 damage.
You shrieks a little bit as the bolt hits him. Pipe rifle, your turn.
Oh shit. Who's this guy in front of me? Is he an orc?
Yeah.
Yep.
Does he seem almost dead?
Yeah, you almost killed him, Marco.
Guess now's not the time to take prisoners for interrogation. We'll see if anyone makes it down from the second wave. So yeah, I'm gonna finish this guy off. Because when somebody's almost dead, I kind of want to be like, "Hey, you wanna live and help us out?" But too much other shit to take care of. Sorry, Fred.
All right, roll damage.
D12. Yeah, Jesus. That's 7. 7 with bonus. But I actually get another attack too for being level 5 if I need to.
Nope, you kill him. You did.
It's kind of fitting to be like, should I spare this guy? Nah, and then it's just like smash, smash.
So
smash,
Pipe,
just
since
over
you
and over.
killed him, you can move, not take a opportunity attack because he's dead, and then finish do your second attack after that. You can split your actions.
It is a good call, especially.
I mean, that's
because I've
literally
got
all I
rage,
do.
too. I forgot to add my shit to that, but that's all right. It's split actions and run around.
Yeah, so you can take your
Let me
movement
get back here.
during
Yeah.
in between actions and stuff. Yeah.
Okay. So you think I could like slash him through the railing of the porch, or is it just like a raised platform, like slash at the troll's legs by running around the corner?
You could definitely attack from there. Like you could, yeah.
All right, I will.
Go.
A little rise. Okay, then I run back around and take the second attack. Is a 15. Or wait, yeah.
That hits. Give me damage.
Rage. Keep forgetting to add the modifier. What is it for rage? Strength is +2 melee damage. That's right. I hit, so now it is a +5. And that is a 12. First one on my new die.
Ooh, fancy.
So that's
All
a
right.
17 total.
Oh shit.
A troll.
All right. This the troll staggers as your blow strikes him in the leg. He drops to one knee. He's very nearly spent. And it is the monk's turn.
All right.
Who is standing right next to him.
Yep. Double quarterstaff as usual.
Just start smashing his head in.
So first is a 17, second is a 18.
Those will both hit.
For damage, the first is 8, second is 10, so 18 total.
That is sufficient to kill him. Do you want to narrate this out?
So he's on the ground, like on one knee, right? All right.
Yeah, he
so
dropped down onto one.
So
knee
with my
front of
first attack, I crack him right in the knee that is not kneeling, dropping him down, and then I just slam the rest of the. I leap in the air and slam the bow staff directly onto his head as I come down.
He topples to the ground in front of you. His skull cracked, and his flesh singed and charred from Bob Dole's fire attacks. He is dead.
Sorry we couldn't be friends, but you killed some kobolds. Bye.
Apologize to the murderer.
And I still have movement, so I'm actually going to move away from the door since I'm certainly not fucking going in the debuff hell zone.
Milky tentacle.
So I'm actually going to come down here by Dole.
Hi.
And can I use my bonus action to drink a potion?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Good.
Set that Gatorade.
So I can do that while other people are doing their stuff.
All right, so it's this orc's turn up here. He rounds the corner.
Oh, my buddies. They're all dead.
He comes running down this way. Catches sight of Bean Troll around the corner. He gets a bonus action as aggressive, so he's able to move at his speed again towards a hostile creature. So he comes rushing down towards Beantroll, and he attacks him with his whip.
Still baned.
Yeah, he banged.
God damn it.
Bane,
I'm gonna guess that with Bane, that's probably doesn't even
Roll
raise
a
It's a
it.
miss anyway.
Yeah, he's super. Like he just fucks this up. He runs up at you, swings his whip wildly. It barely even cracks. He's just not really prepared for what he sees. And now he's standing there, or surrounded by you guys. And it's Glojo's turn.
This is a good call on that orc. Good decision.
All right, so that's
This has
important
been
right
the
there,
best
right?
coordinated beatdown delivered so far.
I'm gonna move.
Yeah, that orc is right there.
All right, so I have advantage on orcs. They're one of my favored hunting.
You fucking character.
Wow. Hate crime. Hate
I like to
crime.
hunt orcs.
Yeah, you know, like
Remember when
Like,
we
we
made
love to
those
hunt
like
other
those
sapient
orc
species.
friends back in Phandalin? Those were the
He,
days.
wa-
I love this
he
guy.
wasn't with you guys then. This guy,
I wasn't. This is
Glojo's
a completely
character is
new
a
character. He's hunts
Glojo's.
orcs.
I was saying out of character.
Yes.
Yeah, this guy is fucking former
orc races.
elf soldier bounty hunter who you found in that shit town because he was hunting down
Told you this guy
pirates.
was a dirtbag.
And they were
It's a
He
real
fucking hates orcs and
Mandalorian.
shit.
Before Glojo shoots, I whisper to the orc next to me. He's like, "Sorry about this." Didn't work it.
It's just how he was raised.
Okay, Glojo, go ahead. Go ahead.
He has many friends that are orcs. Fucking
Can't be orc races.
fucking Christmas. My
Oh,
family is trash.
Lol.
Your
well, 9 to
advantage.
27.
All right. Well, the 27 will hit. Give me damage on that.
All right. I don't know what longbow is. Let's use my 8. Nine. Wait, I get advantage. What does that do? I forgot.
Advantage
Double
let
rolls.
you roll the d20 twice.
I'm just double
Oh,
checking, but I
do
think
get to roll it. Do I get to roll it 4 times then?
No.
yeah.
3.
Wait.
So you get
Yeah.
so you're doing 2 attacks.
Mm-hmm.
You get basically so your first attack was a 9 and a 27.
Yep.
Because you have advantage, the 27 takes. You get the hit on that, so you need to do 2 more d20 rolls. And we
Okay.
take the best of those 2.
I forgot we're all
Gotcha.
level 5.
double auto attack. Plus orc races a bonus.
19.
Okay, so the 19 and the 25 both would have hit. So go ahead and roll the damage.
Okay, so I rolled a 9 for the first one. And then for the second one, a 5. That's 14 total damage.
All right. Well, this dipshit orc comes running around the corner, flails poorly at Quill with his whip, misses because they're a little surprised by the quantity of bad people around this corner.
And maybe the dead troll.
And then immediately after his poorly aimed whip attack, 2 arrows come thudding through the air, come whistling through the air.
Splitting the air between me and Luther, just straight between
Yeah.
our heads.
Just casually past the 2 of you and into this poor fucker. The arrows are such a quick follow up that it basically just 2 meaty as he drops dead. Right next to you with his little whip twitching.
Somebody should take his whip.
No. I'm good.
I mean, I could take it and use it as a monk weapon, but I'm good with my bow staff.
Well, we could use it as a rope to climb up to the roof so we can check out the building without
we
having
all
to
have
wait for
rope.
walls out.
We all have
It's
rope.
like 8 feet long at most.
Not me.
It's 10 feet.
Not cinematic. We're gonna swing up there
Yeah.
like Indiana.
The building has stairs.
Yeah. Yeah, but we can't go inside. It's hell.
Yeah, once the hell
You go
zone
around,
closes,
there's
baby.
an entrance on the other
Yeah,
side.
that's not even the way. Yeah, you can
This
go.
one too.
A, you can go around, and B, it's a concentration spell, so I can end Hellscape when it's time to end Hellscape.
Lord.
Damn it. I mean, it seems like it's time to end Hellscape anyway, so bring around. I'm going to wait until my turn. and Hellcape. But
No, we can end his hellscape now.
okay, all right.
So those
So if
guys
you
that
guys
are
want to
upstairs
move
aren't
in,
going to
it's
come
fine.
downstairs.
They're
I
not
mean,
going
if
to
they
come
come
downstairs.
it doesn't come into that room anyway. They would have to enter.
I thought they did based on. Well, they go
Oh, yeah,
into
no,
like a
it's-
little side room.
Yeah,
I guess.
stairs look like a cubby up there.
And you can hear the tentacles. So I guess they could be really stupid and walk into the tentacle room.
Well,
and
when I
see
went up there and
something.
looked at them, they were just kind of chilling. Even though the hell
I
room
mean-
was happening directly below.
I
them.
mean, they would hear the tentacles through the door. But they wouldn't enter into that.
So
Anyway, I don't
the way the spell is written, they would hear everybody within 30 feet of the sphere hears the whispers and the squishy sounds within the hell portal. But maybe they've heard this kind of shit before and they're hardened or hellists, or they just knew better than to run into a black abyss. We'll never know unless you ask them.
Yeah, because that's gonna happen.
Well, yeah, whatever they heard was followed by silence, and they're probably not the guys who will go charging down to save the day, but they may be like taking up defensive positions upstairs and totally know we're here, but they're not coming down. So we can at least regroup, right?
if you lit the room on fire, they would have to come out.
Did anybody take damage during that fight?
I did, and then I took
Oh,
a
yeah,
potion.
yeah.
I'm out of potion, by the way.
I have it's a metagaming question, but it's from popular culture, not from an understanding of D&T.
Sure, go ahead.
Aren't trolls famously regenerative? Do we need to do anything about that?
not if
Do
they're
we like,
dead.
cut his head off, or because I know he got hit by fire and cold and milky tentacles. I
And-
guess I don't know if any of that.
And I cracked his head
Matter.
open with my fucking boat
Well,
staff.
yeah, but like
Actually,
wounds into
they're like
him.
retro head kind of
so
guys.
metagaming answer is if Bob Dole hadn't sacred flamed him there, or if he had resisted Bob Dole's sacred flame, he would have got back up on his turn.
Okay, because they just have.
But that's why I was talking about how he was singed and charred and
Yeah,
Okay.
smoking slightly.
I don't know shit about trolls. I just like to set things on fire.
I mean, we all do.
Yeah, I don't know
Well,
how
your
far it
full group
extends
loves
to D&D.
fire.
If you can like, if they can regrow limbs in battle or anything, or if it's just like they get a ton of HP back.
Yeah, I
every
knew it
turn
from
or something.
Skyrim. I did not know it from this.
But yeah, and I've
I
been.
suppose in game you need to make like a
Nature.
Arcana or whatever
Nature check.
to
Yeah.
really.
Nature or Arcana, I guess, from Monstrous.
So, are we going in and rushing the upstairs?
Yeah,
Um,
I think we're.
I mean,
Are we
I'm
still
actually,
using turn
I'm
order or
actually
what?
not kidding. I think that I would like
Okay.
to. Can we throw like a fireball into that room and get them to leave the room?
I mean,
Like,
I don't have
slaughter them on the way
fireball.
out? I mean, not even necessarily a fireball. I mean, like even a Molotov
Something-
cocktail, because we have
something
surely we have a
magical
bottle of liquor.
Doesn't burn the house down.
I have a
I
fireball.
guess. All right, fine. We're
You're
not
thinking-
burning the house down.
I have a
You're thinking
fireball.
pragmatic.
I don't see the point
But
of burning
I don't
the house
know.
down.
All
I have
right,
a
all right. How
fireball.
about
Dudes
this?
upstairs.
Are we still in combat, Bringer?
Not right now, no.
Okay. Let's see. Would they be able to see through this? Hang on.
Can I jump back up to the second floor and look in that window there? Since we're out of combat.
I mean, they're orcs, so they're probably pretty dumb, right? So if I press and digitate a fire in the room, do you think they
Racist.
would run out?
I mean, the fire that you can press to
Smoke with
digitate is
the
like a candle size. It's not a huge
Okay.
fire.
All right. I say we like the building fire. All right, no, all right.
Mediator.
Obsessed with fire.
I say we
Let's-
throw Mediator up in the air. He casts web through the window and he
Huh?
webs the whole room.
Okay, all right. I have a better idea then. I would like the gazer to come out here. The gazer is going to appear on the second floor, and it's going to try and blast the dude through the window, and then like sheepishly run away so that they try and chase the gazer. Like they come outside to try and find the gazer.
I think
and
that's
slaughter
fair.
the gazer.
And Mediator would send his bird to do a swoop similar. thing.
Yeah, the bird would
If he were
swoop and
here.
not actually do anything to benefit anyone else. All right.
I was
So-
actually
Suck
not
it,
throwing
Mediator.
shade, but fair enough.
All right.
That's what you get for not being here.
Two, and number one. So he's gonna Daze Ray and Fear Ray. I mean, I really want a telekinetic blast. Are you gonna make me roll the telekinetic blast? I don't really care.
Fear and daze would get their attention.
Yeah. That's fine. All right. So they both a DC
I'm
12
not
wisdom
the
and
DM. I was to say it.
both DC 12 wisdom for either fright or charm. Is what both of those are, Brenner. And if they're immune, I'm just going to keep casting and anger at them. Oh wait, by the way, since we're out of combat, I'm going to suggest our friends, why don't we post up outside of like where they're probably likely to exit, so we can.
Well, I was going to jump up and look into a window, like the other.
I guess we could finish our reconnaissance.
Okay.
On this side of the
All
house.
All right, go ahead, Glodro. You're right. That's probably
all right. So I want to jump up here. Do I have to do an acrobatics roll again, or?
Yeah, go.
Bringer, if you're talking, you're on mute.
Sorry. So this guy resists your fear, but he is hit by the daze. This guy here resists fear, but is hit by the daze. The rest of them are now aware that some shit is up, and rush out of the room because they don't know how to fight whatever the fuck that thing is.
Sure.
Fucking floating mad balls just shows up.
My little guy is just gonna like bait him out here.
This guy is dazed.
Sure, he's an idiot.
All right. And so we will move down conveniently. Lojo wanted to do some jumping and looking in the windows and stuff, and it's his top of the initiative turn. So we will. I'm just going to roll initiative for these clown shoes. I'm just going to give one an initiative for all of them. So what are you doing, Glojo?
So I wanted to jump up and look in the window where I'm at.
Okay. It's basically a bedroom almost identical to the one beside it.
Okay.
Can he keep shimmying along since he was already started there?
No, I had to jump back up because I jumped down to stab the troll.
Gotcha. All right.
Then just trampoline back up to the side.
Did we ever hear the troll say anything?
No, that troll died.
Okay.
That troll didn't have much of a chance. It busted out the door. You beat the shit out
Yeah.
of it. When it sliced you, I jumped on its head and sliced it, and then it was your turn again. You killed it. So that was pretty much the troll's interaction outside.
And I will remind you that guy said there were 8 people here, and we killed 3.
There's
orcs
4 upstairs.
on the floor, and then there were 4 upstairs, and then the troll's like, that should account for everyone, maybe?
Igor really gave me the feeling he was estimating. By the way.
Yeah, maybe Igor is not the most reliable narrator.
I think his
All right,
science acumen is not math.
All right.
Acumen.
So I just sort of wandered before the initiative started. I wandered to the back of the house, just sort of bumbling around back there.
Is this a cellar door?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so that goes down.
Beautiful, beautiful sentence.
Sure, stand next to the door that everyone can bust through, Bungle.
Yeah, I will.
I'm
All right, Adam, your turn.
All right. I'm just gonna I'm gonna have the gazer just kind of dance like a juicy target, like right here, just like mockingly scream at them just to try and like get their attention. And I'm clearly standing. Just for reference, I'm standing so they cannot see me when they come through that door. They will only see the gazer.
What door are you talking about?
There's that little staircase right there. My imagination is going to happen is they're going to descend those stairs, come through that room, and exit those stairs right there.
So they went into a hallway right here.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they went. Hold on. They went this way.
I see. Down
Oh.
into the bedroom hallway.
They went that way.
So then they're probably coming down these stairs right here. But I mean, that should still lead them through here. All right, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to spy through the window here. I'm just going to surreptitiously spy through the window to see if I can see them coming down the stairs. All right, and that will be my action. All right.
If
All
it
right.
were me and I came in here and I saw on the other side of the living room the doors open and there's a guy,
Yeah.
like a dead guy in the doorway who couldn't make it out of this room, it looks like, pretty obviously. I would probably
is
head
you
this
now,
From
Pipe Rifle.
here,
and out.
What are you
I'll
doing?
be able to see whoever comes into this room and which way they leave or exit. So I've got good eyesight on what's going on down there.
I came to this corner, which I guess is actually this corner of the building, and I'm keeping an eye on the porch. So I'm going to do a ready action, keep an eye out to attack anybody who comes out that door. But I shouldn't be visible. I'm hunkered down for right now. Wait, keeping an eye on.
Okay, Monkman,
I am going to.
who is also a bird.
What am I going to do?
So, I
Over.
mean, do Pipe Rifle and I essentially get like advantage when we ambush these guys, assuming we get the jump on them?
Yeah, this is what they were talking about before. I'll put this
Sure.
up here. I grabbed the official system reference doc.
All right, we'll let Quill take his turn.
I'm trying
Oh,
to
that's
decide
cool.
what to
Longer
do.
Didn't mean it to take up that much space, but there's the ready action.
Are both of these windows open? Like the one I'm in front of? I know this one is.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're all kind of open for ventilation. Like it's an old farmhouse.
All right. I am going to use my 40 feet of action to go through the building to come over here. And then I'm going to dash, so another 40 feet to here.
Adam, I still say the best definition is the Overwatch function from the XCOM games.
Yeah, I
You
follow.
take
And that's all I'm doing, Brer.
Bust into your sight cone.
Okay. All right, it's the orcs' turns, and you hear some shuffling around, but that's it. Actually, hang on. I've got to figure out how days works for this guy.
So he's Daisy confused, and he keeps getting older, but everyone else stays the same age.
Oh, until the start of the Gazer's next turn, and that's Adam's turn, so he doesn't get any action. This guy is. Okay, that's what I was looking for.
I keep hearing some chatter, but I don't know. Well, Joe, are you watching
a video?
Yeah, here I can
That's
turn
fine.
it.
No, that's fine. There was weird
It's on very low. I just
ethereal whispers.
there's also
occasionally
nothing
creepy.
outside.
Yeah. That's
This
all
guy
good.
opens the door.
It's not like Mediator's background
They're-
combos. Or
Yeah,
Scouts.
they're
not
very
yet.
nice British accents going on in the background.
This guy opens the door and attacks Flojo.
What a dick!
Rude. Looks like a skeleton.
Fuck that guy.
Is he a skeleton?
No, he just something
No.
about the
He's an armored orc.
zoomed way out. Yeah. Sort of a scully head from looking at him from a distance.
So
How did
he
he even know I was there?
was going to the window to look. And you were right there.
See what happened outside with all that commotion.
So he swings at you twice with his spear, trying to knock you backwards.
Okay.
First one's clearly a miss. And what's your AC?
16.
Watch that roll over
Okay, so
from
that
3.
will hit. And he gets you for 9 damage.
So good.
not his turn because Adam has domination. Fine. This guy positions himself in the window and fires his short bow at Quill.
Oh, thank God! I finally get to do this thing. Okay, go ahead.
He rolls a 21.
Okay, let me read this because I haven't gotten a chance to do it yet. Okay.
Sorry, it was a javelin, not a short bow.
It's still considered a missile.
Yeah, it is.
I need a 1d10. Give me a second.
I won't.
You need to roll damage. So that hits, but
Okay. Eight damage.
okay. And so I roll a 1d10 plus 9. If I reduce damage to 0, and I have a free hand, I can spend 1 key point to make a ranged attack with that weapon that just got thrown at me. So I grab it in midair. I grab it out of the air, and I turn around and throw it back at him. And let me roll for hit on that. And that is a 13.
Oh, that is enough to hit, actually.
Okay, and that is shitty damage. It's 5.
He grunts in surprise as the javelin comes flying back through the window and slices his arm as it passes by.
And it somehow misses Clojo in the process.
Look, I'm very acrobatic.
And Pipe,
so-
now you know why I didn't want you to get that shield.
Yeah, don't want to attract all the missiles.
Yeah.
Could you wear it on your back and just like throw every missile back?
I don't know. So I can't have a shield. It screws up my AC. So
It's all balance and.
it will lower my AC if I wear a shield.
Wait, is that guy
That
dashing
guy jumping
through
out the window.
No, he's at the window above you and sees you down below and swings a javelin down at you.
Oh no!
Who is you in this context? Me?
I think that's
You.
I mean, I'm off to the side, but sure.
You're the only
Closer
person you
than I
can
am.
see. You're
Fine,
basically.
fine. I was also hiding.
Oh.
I was hiding, bitch. All right.
He drops a javelin straight into the top of your head.
So what does this do?
Like a crane
does
game,
double
like
damage.
aims it back and forth.
So he does 11 damage with the javelin.
Bullshit. All right, so he does 1 damage because I had the armor on. So he
The
takes
javelin-
damage as a part of that.
Does he? It's a missile,
He
though.
should. Let me see. Hang on.
Yeah, how would he take damage from that?
Come on.
Magic.
All
I don't know.
right. Okay, if it's missile but not melee, then sure. He
Yeah.
can take damage.
Yeah, he spikes the javelin down at you.
What a
But as
bitch.
it hits this as it gets close to you, suddenly the air around you solidifies and the javelin disintegrates as it hits the shield until the very last bit of wood of the haft is left, and that donks into you slightly, doing a tiny bit of damage.
You get a slight splinter.
What a bitch. All right.
A bruise that will sting tomorrow.
Joe, it's your turn.
So that guy's
Somebody,
still
like,
standing in the
threw a
window in
chunk of
front of me,
wood,
correct?
Yes.
So I'm gonna take my sword, start swinging back into his ass, and he's an orc, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Racist. Take your racist bonus.
I will take my racist bonus. Thank you.
I think throwing the javelin back would have like super cinematic badass bonus where you just get more damage for how fucking dope it was.
So 14, 23, 26, and 12. So 23 and 26, right?
23 and 26 hit, and you get crit on one of them, actually.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
nat 20.
So
Sword is 6. Oh, it was 8. Okay.
You didn't know you were messing with an omnipotent orc racist. Cannot be killed and lives for nothing but bloodshed. This new character.
So 6 and 8. And what do I get for the crit?
You roll another 1d6.
Roll
But
another 1d6.
No plus.
With it, no plus. Okay. And 1. So
Oh,
15
Too bad.
damage.
15
Pretty
damage.
solid. Pretty solid swipe at this guy.
just imagine him leaning into this window and just stabbing him in the chest a bunch with a I hate horror.
I have a dagger too, so I just imagine.
Just
Both
hacking at
hands,
him.
just,
Ah!
flailing like Garfield eating a lasagna. Just all arms, flurry. Guess in reverse. This is fragile orc body completely destroyed.
It's
I don't
not,
know,
but
of course.
he got hacked up pretty good. But you can tell with your intuitive hatred of orcs that this is a stronger, tougher than average orc. He's definitely wearing better than the hide armor that many orcs wear, and appears to be more muscular and
Can I
vigorous
also-
than these little scrub bitches.
Use a bonus action to drop down to the ground level.
I'll let you do that.
Disengage?
Give me an athletics or an
Athletics?
acrobatics. Give me acrobatics as you.
Okay.
So you hack at him twice. He sort of surprised you at the window. You hack at him twice, and then you attempt to drop to the ground. So roll athletics.
We should have all known about Glojo's new character because of the elf
Ac-
nationalist iconography on his cloak.
Yeah. 22.
So you're able to disengage really effectively here, and you get your attacks off, basically defying gravity for a brief moment. You hack at him twice and drop to the ground before you can retaliate.
With a flourish.
The flourish was mostly the stabbing, but yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
it looked really good.
Did some cool stabs.
And now we have Thor's turn.
All right, I move up next to Bird Face, and
It's not even a hard name. It's just Quill.
Mr. Bird, and
Console bird face is just as satisfying.
can I see the
I mean,
orc
real
in the
bird face
window?
is Wexia. His
Yeah.
character is trapped in a
Okay.
tower.
How high is the second floor above ground level?
The window itself is probably set about 12 feet above ground level, and he's kind of peering out of it, trying to figure out what the fuck just happened with the spear that he threw.
All right, I'm gonna cast command on the orc, and in Orcish, I will say, "Jump."
It's gonna land on my poor hollow bones.
So you yelled, or you command him to jump. What does this say for that?
Wisdom 14.
He's not very good.
How smart can the orc be, really?
Well, how wise is he? You know, maybe he's book smart. But if his friends told him to jump out a window, he'd still do it.
Jump, Van Halen, bitch.
The orc definitely interprets that as a command to jump out the window, just being where he is, and hurls himself out the window.
How much damage does he
I'll
do?
roll athletic for him. So
Wait, what happened?
the orc jumped out the window
I
Oh,
want him to get close to me.
badly.
He Van Halen jumped
Just
out.
kind of like falls out of the window.
The orc
Really
basically
understood.
kind of jumps and very badly hurls himself out of the window. Maybe it's because halfway through the window he realized what he's doing wasn't what he wanted to do, and maybe he tried to fight himself back. And he definitely doesn't prepare himself for the landing of the command to jump.
It's always the landing.
so he's gonna.
Yeah, so he needs to be moved down to the ground level, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he only takes a little bit of damage, surprisingly. He's got soft orc bones, I suppose. Or his pliable orc bones allow him to kind of
To land
Yeah.
safely in the midst of three.
Land safely. He's on the balcony. Like I said, he kind of scrambled a little bit when he was coming out the window, trying to recover from what was clearly a bad idea. Nana, your turn.
So wait, did he not jump out of the window?
Yeah,
Oh, no, he
this
jumped out of the window.
this one
It was a
did.
different one. It was not the one by me. It was the one on the other side.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a guy here,
No,
and then the guy
I
who
thought it
dropped
was
down.
the one that threw the javelin at me. I thought it was.
No, there's two
No,
different
there was-
javelins have been thrown by two different
I
orcs.
gotcha. All right. So
We've
then
got
I'm going
orcs in
to
three different
move
directions.
to get away from this guy. So I'm going to go around the corner from this motherfucker over here. Hang on, let me see what distance.
You could attack him first and then do it.
No, I don't want to attack the guy in the window because he'd probably be in at least partial cover. I'd just rather move away from the asshole at the window since there's already a guy over here to nuke. All right, so I'm going to move over here, and I'm going to nuke the guy that just jumped out of the window.
All right, shoot at him then with your stupid
I'm going to roll both at him. Fucking hell! I don't know. Is he like suffering down on the that hit?
No, he's kind of scrambled up. He's on the deck. So that one misses. So roll your second. That one hits. For sure.
All right. Button.
Fire a wild shot and then like put your hand into Weaver stance. Just really aim it.
So that does a fair bit of damage actually. And leaves him looking poorly.
Fuck that guy.
Pipe, your turn.
I'm going to, I guess, finish this guy off since he's down at my level and I can hit him.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm going to run up and do so. Maybe. Yeah, there we go.
I think you will.
Yeah,
Actually.
just smash. I'm not trusting my physical dice anymore. They're already cursed.
Well, that's actually enough to kill him. So your first blow, after he was sort of staggered by the Eldritch Blast, cleaves into him, and he drops with your axe. Sort of, you're able to pull it out, but it took some effort.
Okay. Well, shouldn't have been standing there. Can I use the rest of my turn to maybe flank this door and push it open? Just see what the last room is here.
Sure.
I don't think anybody's probably hiding in that tiny room to surprise us, but okay. I wanted to clear the way. So if anybody comes down the stairs, we gotta look and maybe Adam can blast them or something.
What is there? Is that guy upstairs dead? Or is that a ninja face? Like, what's going on upstairs?
It's the dazed.
He's
Oh,
the
it's today's.
yeah.
Okay.
The beam.
Oh yeah. So actually, this guy gets his turn back now. That Adam has had his turn. So he gets to go this next round of things. But it's first Fool's turn.
If I move to here, can I see the guy here?
Yes.
Okay. Let me get some
Upstairs,
distances here.
Looking out that east window.
All right.
Oh, Adam, don't forget you have a point of inspiration from the last flip.
Yeah, I'm gonna save it.
All right. I would like to chuck 2 darts at this guy right here.
Okay.
I need to find my damage dice for that because I don't use those very often. There they are. Because they kind of suck. Okay, that is a 17, a 15.
Both hit.
And that is a 5 and a 6. So 11 total.
All right. He staggers back from the window. I actually gave him half cover there, but both of those hit because he has easy. So he staggers back from the window into the area that you can no longer see. But you know he was quite hurt. There's a spill of Orcish blood along the windowsill.
All right, that ends my turn.
look.
Eat shit, the orc.
The orc peers out of the window and yells, "Coward!"
Well,
and then disappears back into the room.
So,
stay up here and
pot,
fight me
kettle.
through the window. Yeah,
Bitch.
come down here and fight me, you orc asshole. Think you're so hot? Jump out the window.
It's the dazed guy's turn. He runs into this hallway. The guy that got hit by the dart steps back to the window and hooks his second javelin
Okay,
at will.
I'm down with this.
Can try it.
They're orcs, man.
Where's my D10? There he is. All right.
They don't know what.
This guy didn't see what happened to the last one. He missed. Oh, he actually hits.
Yep, he would hit.
Yeah, probably hit. Okay. So now I roll for my damage. He rolls a 9.
I rolled a 16
For what is.
or 15. So 15, it reduces the damage. If it reduces it to 0, then I get to grab the javelin and chuck it back.
How the hell do you roll a 15? What are you rolling?
I have a +9. It's a 1d10 plus 9
Plus 9.
Wow.
to deflect missile.
So it doesn't matter what you roll. Then. That means you
Yeah,
can
so
like
basically
throw
they have to
every
roll a
dagger
natural 20 to
back
beat you.
or something. Well, no, I mean. You
Well,
can roll-
it's deflect missile,
one.
so literally anything. So arrow, magic missile, anything that's
Well,
considered
yeah.
a quote-unquote missile, I can deflect it.
I'm saying with a +9, if somebody throws a dagger at you, the most damage they'll ever do is like 1d6 for a stiletto.
Yeah,
or
my
something.
dagger
So
would do
you'll always
1d6 plus
hit it.
3.
Yeah.
So there's nothing like.
Yeah.
I promise you I'm not making it up. That's what's on there. I was surprised as well.
It's the +9 that's the holy shit.
Right, yeah, and I
Come
don't.
from your-
I need to
your
look at how
stats.
that's calculated because I have no idea where it comes from. I think it's a Dex Wiz combined, but that's what D&D Beyond tells me.
Yeah, no, that's accurate. Yeah, as long as you have a free hand.
Yep.
It's just why monks are fucking dope, I guess.
All right, so
One
use
of
so
many.
spend a key point and give me an attack.
Oh yeah. That is the other part of it, right? It does.
Yeah, it takes a key point to throw it back. It doesn't take a key point to deflect.
But so you can't throw literally everything back.
Yeah.
Correct. You will eventually.
That's an 18 plus 7.
That'll hit. Roll damage. 1d6 plus 3.
And that's an 8.
That is actually enough to kill that orc. He staggers forward out of the window with the javelin piercing his shoulder. He lands on it and is impaled further on it. He's basically held up at about a 45-degree angle by a javelin in his legs. And as you watch, he sort of slides further and further down the javelin.
Yeah, so
Achievement unlocked.
So
Return to sender.
the reason I have a quarterstaff instead of a spear does more damage, but a quarterstaff is considered versatile, which means I can flip it between one hand and two hand whenever I want. It doesn't take an action. So that's the whole point.
Ah. It's all
Very
coming
good point. Okay.
What is this? Oh, they're all there. Everybody left in the house is in the dark zone.
Oh, so it's 1d10 plus your dex modifier plus your level. Holy shit.
Wow.
So that's just going to keep going up.
Well, yeah, as you get more powerful, then you can, like, catch fucking RPGs that are fired at you and throw them back at people.
But yeah, it does take a key point, so to throw it back.
It's Somebody fires.
In
from
general,
the-
you don't really, as a monk, you tend to just not take damage from fired weapons.
range.
Yeah.
Because the deflect not costing a key point is pretty impressive
Yep.
too. 'Cause you're just like, oh yeah, get that shit out of my face. Do you need to have a reaction or something free, or does it burn up? Like, can you just do that infinitely?
It's a reaction. It's the only reaction I have, though. Well, that and slow fall. So I guess if someone shot something at me as I was falling, I'd have to decide what I wanted to do. All right, it's Adam's turn.
I think it's a monster
what's up?
or some not monster. Whoever's in the house is figuring out what they're doing.
Yeah, the rest of the cowards are inside.
If you reduce the damage to 0, you can catch the missile. If you catch the missile this way, you can spend 1 key point to make a ranged attack. Or with the weapon or piece of ammunition you just caught. So if it's a bullet, I can also do this.
That should be a pretty weak.
You make this
bullet
attack
now,
with
but eventually
proficiency, regardless of your weapon proficiencies, and the missile counts as a monk weapon for the attack, which has a normal range of 20 feet or a long range of 60.
Ding dang.
Although, are javelins one-handed or two-handed?
They're one-handed, right?
Yeah.
Why would
Yeah,
you need
javelins
two
are
hands to
one-handed.
throw? a
Okay,
javelin?
because if it's a two-handed weapon, missile-type weapon, then I cannot catch it. I can still deflect it, I can't catch it, though.
What is a two-handed missile weapon? Like a hammer?
Crossbow or an arrow, maybe.
Wouldn't be an arrow, but I think it would be maybe a spear? I don't know. But anyway, just to keep that...
Flojo's turn.
Sure, all the assholes are inside. Like,
Yes.
I can't see anybody through the window anymore because he fucked off.
Yeah.
Pipe rifle went inside, right?
No, I'm
Cracked the door. He didn't go inside.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm on the flank of the door.
Let's- yeah, that's where I am. I'm gonna come. Let's see. I can go 35 feet. Move. So 1, 2, 3. 4. I can move here. Try to get it back around to everybody.
Yep.
And just take a defensive stance, I guess.
Luther, your turn.
Start swinging the chain.
Swinging the
I'm going to
chain, swinging the
Move
chain.
inside to the foot of the stairs and just hang out there. And, I don't know what the Overwatch or whatever thing is. But just,
Ready in action.
ready in
Ready
action. Yeah,
The action being, if anyone comes down the stairs, you'll clobber them.
correct.
Okay. Mana, your turn.
Adam?
And you mute it.
Adam's muted.
Yeah, I was muted. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so we're kind of at a standstill here because we can't really see what the fuck is going on, and there's still 2 people missing, I think. And that guy's dead, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You can fly your gazer up the stairs.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly my gazer up right here so we
Or
can see
window.
what's going on in here.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm going to fly the gazer over here so I can see what's going down in the hallway.
Yeah, you know a guy is. Hopefully, the guy who was watching this window is now dead.
Okay.
Oh, look at those assholes.
What is this?
Yeah, good
Is
question.
that a turret?
No.
Yes.
I mean, it
The Apollo
is
turret.
a floating spear hovering in the hallway.
Interesting.
Buddy.
Can my
As-
gazer also fire into this room, by the way?
Yeah, but as you're looking through the window here, you're noticing that they were building barricades
Did they finish building their barricade?
This guy's building it enough that he has half cover for your shot, so plus 280.
Wow, what a dick.
You guys are malingering. Like, they've got lots of time to look up where crates are online.
they ordered next day or same day shipping from Amazon for that crate.
Amazon got them.
I mean, it's pretty fast of him to do that, but all right.
It's
It's like a bed he ripped out of one of the bedrooms and cast up on its side. It's not
All right. Well,
it's not a sturdy construction. It's just kind of obscuring himself.
All right. Then my gazer is gonna blast him anyway. He's gonna try to blast him. So that's one. That's a what is that? So one is a dazing ray of DC 12 for wisdom. The other one is a telekinetic ray. And you must do a DC 12 strength.
So he saves on the wisdom and strength. He actually gets +4. Not so that would be a 14. Saves on both.
Boo!
Pro.
Do I know? Is there any good way to to know what Adam's gazer saw from down here?
Adam
I
can
would
tell you.
telepathically tell you what's going on.
Do you sort of relay like,
Yeah.
okay, two guys upstairs in the hall? All right, I'm gonna walk in. Ask Dole, you want to go upstairs?
Yeah, but I can't until my next turn.
All right, then I'm going in. And I'm gonna go. I'm going to try. Is there a stealthy approach? Can I like go up the stairs?
No, you guys are in combat. You're straight up in combat, dude. Like,
Okay. Well,
people
okay,
are watching and very highly alerted if they are not directly engaged in combat.
Okay. Well, so
Stealth
the
no
question
longer
is,
a-
going up the stairs to fight this guy, if he's looking down the other way, do I get any kind of advantage or drop on it if I wanted to go up the stairs and attack? Or would he be like, hey, someone's coming up the stairs? I have
No,
turned
I
to
would,
look.
didn't actually realize he wasn't looking the other direction. He's
I thought
supposed to be
he was looking-
watching that. He's supposed to be watching that direction while the other guy's building the barricades. I wasn't.
He's looking over there and he's like, hey, what's taking so long with them barricades over there? Get out of my way, floating sphere.
I mean, the eyeball
And then he
did
gets
just
stabbed
out
in the
through the
back.
window and start blasting. So,
He would be watching the stairs though.
all right.
kind of what I
Yeah.
thought when you look at the gazer, but all right.
It's combat. You guys have to just accept
Sure.
that.
You know what? I'm the fucking
Have a
barbarian,
fight.
so I'm gonna rage and I'm gonna run up the stairs going, I'm coming to stab you.
That's a little bit more. That's a little more appropriate than timidly going. It's a fork.
I just, yeah, that's metagaming to say I saw he was looking the other way. Like, nah, I wouldn't know that. It's like, hey, it's me stomping up the stairs. If anyone's up here, I'm gonna stab you with my stabber stick. All right. So I'm going to go up the stairs. Do I have any kind
You
of disadvantage then because I'm
No.
coming up some stairs? Or
No,
then I will take an attack.
he's just hanging out there to get punched in the face, essentially. So,
All right. That's a
that
19.
hits.
All right.
Roll for your second attack and then just roll all your damage at once.
Okay. Let's see if this happens. That's a
That'll hit both.
17.
Yeah. So you hit him
All right.
twice. Yeah. Thwack, thwack.
Quack, quack.
Got. That rage would take effect at the end of the turn. So this one.
I don't know if that's true. It's a bonus action, and I think you can take a bonus action anytime. in your
Okay.
turn.
Well, yeah, I didn't say I rage and then run up the stairs. All it means
Let's go.
for this is
Let's
a
go with
plus-
that.
A plus
Yes, you
2,
raged and
but-
ran up the stairs, so you get a little bit more damage. So
All right. So well, it's two separate attacks. So it's a 15, a 14.
all right, so you kill him very quickly with your savage attacks, and if you want to narrate that out, I will let you take the visceral lead on this.
I think it's just going to be like, yeah, stomping up the stairs, so it would probably draw some attention. And when he turns around the corner, gives that like 3/4 like lean out, and his torso and head like, what's this coming up the stairs? And just run up like dragging the axe along the wall and just sinking straight into his chest, and then just pull it out and just drive it right back in the same spot. Just like, yep, all right, there we go, and down to the floor. You're all right. and then
and you've pretty
yank
much
it out.
cut his torso in half with those two savage attacks. He was kind of leaning out, and now he's kind of leaning in pieces. He is considerably dead.
But I am now left framed at the end of a hallway. I hope that magic
with a
spear can't,
hovering javelin.
I sure hope it can't like accelerate real fast like a phantasm ball or something.
The monk's turn.
Damn me.
I can't do a hell of a lot, so I'm going to move and then dash move to get up to here. So that's all I'm doing is I'm just moving to here.
Okay. This guy's turn. He is going to come screaming at Pipe, dashing past the spear.
Impels himself on the hovering spear.
He's gonna make two. He
Out of my
yells
way.
he yells his battle cry, and then
This is gonna be really sad if he misses.
he gets several attacks.
My skin is toughened. My body
Is
is
that the
ready.
guy that I stabbed?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your AC, Pipe?
15. I need to work on that. Actually, does this go up when you rage? I don't think so. Strength checks and saving throws. What's that?
So he comes screaming at Pipe Rifle, and
Dude.
hits him twice with his attacks.
I get resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
That's good because he is attacking you with slashing damage.
That's lots of it, apparently. Is that 3 attacks?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he hit you twice.
Okay. Can deal with that. Yeah, I never. I assume I healed my explosive hammer damage on the trip over here. I didn't do it on my
did,
character.
yeah. Yeah, you did.
Just in case. Matters. That's a lot of dice.
Sad.
Okay, he comes screaming at you with his great axe, making
My line.
a battle cry, and does 26 damage.
Well, that's thankfully halved.
And that is howled, so you take 13 damage from that attack, which is a much more probably palatable number.
It's still a lot, but also, I could take the other one too if I had to, but not more than twice. All right. Now I'm real pissed.
That guy's dead to you.
Well, this guy's dead. He just doesn't know it yet. Comes running at me with a great axe. That's my shtick.
The door behind him opens.
Oh no.
What the hell is that?
More food for Darrell.
Wow.
It looks like it.
That's a lot of shit going on, is what that is.
And this orc lurches out of the door, despite his robe, or underneath his robe rather. The flesh appears to be kind of rotted and infected. He's cracks in his skin are oozing pus and ichor, and his face is just covered in boils. His hands, however, appear to be perfectly flawless, but ivory colored instead of the standard orcish green. He stumbles into the hallway beside this guy and casts inflict wounds on Pipe Rifle.
No, I hate wounds.
Doesn't he have
he's gonna
to
try to?
touch
He has
him?
to touch Pipe Rifle
Yeah.
first, so he's reaching at Pipe Rifle
Okay.
with his filthy hands.
Can I dodge that?
Hopefully.
Or
Nope.
there's no.
So when his hand touches you, you feel a shiver pass through your skin from the initial touch, which does rolling hot. Sorry, pipes. 12 damage, and then as that shiver passes through you, footlock. You take another 14. This is all necrotic damage. I don't know if you save against necrotic.
No, I don't know if there's a saving throw against it.
No. So he comes around the door, and the touch that goes through you does 26 damage of necrotic. As your flesh retreats from the touch and dies around it.
I said I didn't want another. I could only survive another couple of 26 damage attacks. We're down to less than one of those now. I've only got 14 hit points.
The strategy of pipe rifle running in like miles ahead of everyone.
Didn't quite
I feel
work.
like
I mean,
this
it sort of
out,
worked.
though.
But yeah,
I mean,
I
that
think
guy did call you a coward.
Yeah, that's just rude.
All right, the Orc Eye's turn.
Booker somehow knew when it was new. Like he came in and started asking to be let out.
Being a nuisance.
Yeah, like how the hell though? Like to the minute.
The other orc is a he turns and looks out to the door at you, pipe rifle, and he seems to be missing an eye.
Yeah, guys really yeah.
And he casts bless on himself and on the other two orcs.
And the flood.
There's 3 orcs total there now.
Yeah,
There
this
are
is
3 orcs total.
And a hovering
guy
javelin.
under the
Bless.
spear. This guy's standing.
That guy's dead. I'm just gonna delete the corpse for ease of.
Farewell, corpse, friend. You kick him back
This
into
this necrotic guy actually pushed his way through and past this guy,
Touch me.
kind of pushing the stronger orc further down the hallway in his skin crawling quest to touch you. But the other orc has come out and blessed the others, and it's now Glojo's turn.
All right, I want to climb the wall here. I'm going to climb up to the window where the gazer is, and jump in the window if I can.
Sure.
So what do I need to do? Just do it.
You'll do it, but you'll end your turn here, so you'll actually have
That'll
half
take my whole
cover
turn.
to clamber up the wall and jump through the window. You won't have enough action left to get. Like you can end your turn there and then shoot arrows or something like that, but you won't be able to rush down the hallway.
Can I
and
end my
get into
turn by
combat.
taking cover on the barricade that they made?
Yeah, basically you'll be behind the barricade. It'll be
That's what I
acting
want to
for you.
Yeah, so I want to take cover behind the barricade.
But you can still fire.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
just go over. That's what a barricade is. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
cover.
but we're saying like in this turn you still have your shot.
So I just can go up there. Stay strong, pipe rifle. I'm here.
I'm gonna keep it.
All right, who are you shooting? You got a hallway full of targets. Hello?
Yeah? Wait, I thought
Who
you
you
said I
sh-
couldn't shoot arrows. Oh, I can't.
No. You do know you can. You absolutely can shoot arrows. So we're waiting
Okay.
for you to say who you're shooting at.
Oh, so I want to shoot. There's 2 targets there, right?
Yes, and floating spear, but it'd probably be easier to shoot the orcs.
Yeah, I want to shoot both orcs. I want to shoot the first one would be to the closest orc, and the second shot would be to the orc closest to pipe rifle.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. And they're orcs, so I get 4 rolls. Fuck orcs.
Fuck orcs indeed.
So 18 and 20 are the best two.
So you got the 15 and the 20 are what count.
Okay.
'Cause they roll in pairs.
Gotcha.
But the you know what? I'm just gonna say you shot them in order of the orc closest to pipe rifle is the one that took the 15. You're sort of shooting further than nearer, so that hit. So they both hit.
Okay. So let's do.
I won't do the bank way of making you do all your like little transactions first, so I can hit you with the
Gotcha.
insufficient funds.
Yeah. So is he hitting both? Is it one in the wizard, one in the armor?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
11 and 11. Eat shit, nerds.
Shit, that's
They're both
hot
crits.
fucking dice. Yeah. The armored orc staggers under that shot. It seems to have penetrated its armor pretty significantly. And where the arrow is sticking out of its armor, there's a pretty solid stream of blood has appeared and is coming out the arrow, kind of coating the arrow and dripping down the armor and off of the arrow. It looks to have been a very significant hit to it. The other guy is also quite hurt from that attack. He staggers a little bit as the arrow pins the robe to him, and the area around that strike is dyed, but it's not the color of orc blood. It's oozing pus from where the arrow has struck it. Luther, it's your turn.
All right. So hearing all the commotion upstairs, I rush up the stairs behind Piper. Sort of push past him and behind him and turn the corner and see just a bunch of motherfuckers. And so instinctually let forth a scorching ray just out of like pure shock and shoot some fire shit at I'm gonna shoot 2 at the wizard and 1 at the armored guy.
Okay.
These are actually attacks and not saving throws.
I hope this barricade holds.
Is it like you spread out 3 fingers and 3 different beams come out, or are they individual like pow pow pow?
They're 3 separate rays.
Okay.
It's him doing the double guns like pow pow pow.
Yeah.
It's a golden gun.
Okay, so first one is an 18 to hit. Second one is a 9 to hit. Third one is a natural 20.
Nice.
So I think
Fuck
the first one.
So
will hit, the
these
second
aren't
one-
saving throw. These are against.
These are straight up attacks.
Okay, so the first one hits. Second, so you hit the wizard with one of your strikes, and then you get a crit on the armored guy. So
Okay.
roll damage for the wizard, and then do the 2 dice plus bonus for the armor.
Okay.
I'm gonna make you roll for them separately because they seem to be like separate attacks.
I rolled 2 6s on the first one. That's 12 damage for the first one, and for the crit, it'll be 4d6. $13 damage on the crit.
Rip.
Well,
All right, the wizard sags underneath this assault. The robes seem to be a little singed up around it, and the smell is basically indescribable as the burning pus and flesh and rot all combined to kind of fill this hallway with the worst thing you've ever smelled.
yeah, I'm not eating
Adam,
this
speaking of Adam, it's your turn.
one. Speaking of stinking,
So is that guy
Rude.
dead then at this point?
No.
No? Okay. Alright, well, I'm going to then in the meantime, my gazer's already up here, but the gazer will fly ahead. That's still an orc. That's the necrotic wizard. Is that right?
Yeah, and your thing is right by the
Yeah.
floating spear.
Wait, so I missed that. Is that an actual thing?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a floating spear.
Floating spear. That's why I'm taking cover behind the barricade.
Okay, alright, then I'm gonna blast the floating spear. Don't
Okay.
know what it's gonna do, but
You're
It
curious
happens
and you need
the
to know.
Gazer better than it happening to...
What if it triggers some sort of?
The whole house
Yeah.
explodes. We all die.
Just,
The
yeah.
end.
It's got a fireball locked in it.
You know, pipe rifle, what if that happened?
Literally, let's roll the
Okay.
dice then.
Try. All right, a 2 and a 4. Ooh, good. That means telekinetic ray. All right, a fear ray, I assume, does nothing to an inanimate object.
That's
but
correct.
I have hit it with a telekinetic ray, which is
I'll
essentially a
blast it into one of
telekinetic
those.
blast.
So you're gonna turn it and throw it at
Force
the...
push that spear into some one of these
I mean,
two
there
orcs.
looks like there's an orc behind it, but
Just goes in handle first.
or maybe it's on a trigger and it's just gonna launch itself into my gazer.
Give me a 1d12 roll.
Boom.
All right, your telekinetics spell hits the spear, kind of sends it spinning wildly down the hallway. It's kind of just twirling quite a lot.
I like your animation. It's great.
It thuds into the ground, sort of in between the two monsters. But it does nick the nearer one, the armored one, as it passes. Give me a 1d4. Yeah, so as it spins by him, kind of wildly out of control, it nicks the back of this guy who's just managed to find a slightly unarmored spot and slices the back of his leg. It's not a debilitating blow, but it'd certainly be irritating. Worse than a paper cut.
It's also not ominously pointed at Glojo anymore.
I mean, I'm hiding behind a barricade on purpose.
Pipe rifle, it is thine turn.
All right. Shit. The eternal question: disengage or try to finish them off?
There's some...
Is that really a question?
Nope. I've got frenzy. That means 3 attacks. So I'm going to just start swinging.
All right.
I could do. Oh shit. No,
This
actually, I think
necrotic wizard may eventually regret pushing his way past the heavily armored guy and go for the death touch.
should go for the touch. Yeah, that's 1 hit. I hope 13. Not so, but Jesus, double 13s. Oh well.
So
I did
those
get
actually
good
hit. He's wearing a fucking robe, so
And he
you,
seems
you
like he's
hack
got-
at him 3 times. So give me 3 damage rolls, please.
Well, and that with rage is another +5. So can you just roll? No, there's no way to do 3 rolls with pluses other than this. I'm just gonna click it 3 times. 13, 10, and 16. So that is a
39.
39.
Okay, so
And
he's
maybe I
dead.
could split some of those depending on when he disintegrates. If it's
No,
after the
you
first
you
one.
pretty much just went after this guy, and
Yeah, how dare you
Chopped him
touch
into
it? I
You-
don't like
you pretty
being
much
touched.
butchered him.
Shopping him in half.
Basically
you did
chopped
not-
off all of his limbs and then his head.
Put him on
hang
the
on, I gotta
endangered
deliver it here. I will be right
Yeah.
back.
Oh, I thought
Give
you
me
were
5
gonna
minutes.
scenario.
I mean, we're way over time, but we gotta finish this fight.
Yeah.
Finish the fight.
Finish the fight.
Remember Ryan made that guy jump out the window.
Well, and this last dude looks really weird. The dude in the alchemy
That dude
lab.
is-
I think he's a
There's
zom-
lot of damage.
I think he's a
So everyone knows.
Zombo.
I fucking hit him for I think 22
No, I mean, this-
before
this
jumping out the
guy-
window.
Yeah, this guy.
Purple
Oh,
guy.
that
guy. Yeah, I'm wondering if he's going to drop once this guy drops. I don't know. I haven't messed with undead at all, so I have no idea.
Blood.
My paladin would have been good against undead. There was never any undead, so he took a pirate ship to hell.
Yeah. Well, that's where our bard left because we weren't role playing. We were smashing. And now we've got somebody who does more. hits.
I never got a chance to narrate that you hear a voice in the wind that sounds suspiciously like your bard that just says, "This house sucks."
It does. It's the classic line of this campaign. Like, I've got a bad feeling about this from Star Wars.
This house sucks, and should we burn
Every
it down?
character says it.
So we need to burn the next house. that is
IMDb
D-down.
trivia.
I don't
Watch
care
this
what's in it.
D&D campaign.
I mean,
You'll
we have
notice
2
every
people
character-
with fireballs. I don't
Yeah.
understand why we
That's
don't
how
just
we get
immediately
burnt.
fire fireballs into every building that we see.
I'm trying to build bridges, not burn.
Listen, that lab probably has some cool shit. All right, we don't want to burn.
The
So
mediator would never forgive us.
are we all on board with when we get back to our cart that we now have, that we tell Igor that he's free now, and we are more than happy to supply him with body parts?
Yes.
If he is a Pratchett-esque Igor, as I assume Bringer is implying, where they're like master physicians, if you don't mind the fact that they're
Yep.
gross. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm
And they
going
will,
with.
you know,
Like,
body parts.
we
and
need
shit.
to restaff our boat, right?
We are the
And a
master
healer
now, Igor.
by trade is always useful.
Darrell
Magic
is
only gets you so far.
Yeah, I'm on board with taking Igor as our weird, gross.
We are a very weird group in that we're not murder hobos, because we don't just randomly kill people, but we do ally ourselves with questionably evil things. But we
because
don't
Not
do
innately evil.
we don't do evil things, but we ally ourselves with things that are innately evil.
I don't think Adam is questionably evil. He's just
Yeah.
Listen, I'm
We're
also
very
not a
progressive
racist
in that-
either, okay?
pet your damn skull.
You know, we look at each individual monster's motivations in the moment, whereas Adam is just sort of like self-centered evil in terms of magic and possibly
Neutral
selling his soul
evil.
to a skull.
As long as our interests align, it's fine.
We have like we tried to like save an entire like race from this shitty town. It's weird. That's why I say like we do good things for evil beings. I don't know. I don't know what we do.
I'm just doing good for everybody and
I mean-
ignoring any of the.
How good can we be sailing around on a ship that is a mimic, but that mimic was being basically a slave to evil things from another plane, so it becomes like, we're alright.
We're a different type of evil.
I still don't even think we're evil. I think we're just we
I'm
exist
a
in
good
that
guy.
we exist in that gray area.
I am canonically good.
I
Yeah,
think we're
but
sort
you're hanging
of
out with
blundering
us.
toward
So
goodness.
you can be canonically good, but you're hanging out in this group.
I'm canonically
Oh.
neutral.
Make everyone.
My character is also
interesting.
canonically neutral.
I think it's like one of those maps of an atom. Like we stay generally within a cloud of centered around goodness, but you can never predict where our actual location is at any given time.
A cloud of goodness has never described you guys.
We're trending
Yeah.
towards goodness in a wildly varying orbit.
Hey,
That
look.
makes us definitely, in some cases, if you look at the right time, it would look like we were in fact trending exactly opposite toward evil, but really it's just part of the rotation.
So it's a chaotic
So-
neutral group.
At best, yeah. So Pipe Rifle has hacked this guy into bits, not just like
Yeah,
slightly dead. He's
chopped all the
super
limbs
dead.
off and its head. Like,
Hooray.
Yeah,
And I would-
it was pretty savage.
If
he's
possible,
not there anymore.
somewhere in there, I would like to then take a step back, freeing up the hallway for anybody else to do.
Yeah, he's dead, so you should be able to disengage.
Oh yeah, you've got
But that's,
the only,
Well,
the
I
only
did-
problem there is
I
all
did
of the blood.
2 attacks and a bonus attack. I didn't know if I could then just
And
like
don't forget the body
take
parts
one-
that we're gonna give to Igor.
one step back.
Yeah, because you didn't take a movement. You can still take a movement
Yeah,
after.
More blood.
I'm mainly just getting out of the immediate like framing the end of the hallway with my body, my fragile body now.
All right, so the javelin is embedded in the ground, right?
It's stuck in
Yeah.
the ground for at least this turn.
Okay.
I was gonna say, is it wiggling? Does it look like it's trying to get out?
Yeah, it is animated and it's kind of moving a little bit, but it's not able to like get up and jitter.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I was sort of hoping all the hocus pocus would die with the robed guy, but oh well.
All right.
And it's Cool's turn.
I'm up, and I come up the stairs, and I'm like, "Hey guys, what's the holy shit?" And then I come over here,
What's going on
and
in this?
I am attacking Armor Boy.
Okay, give me some attack rolls.
All right, and one is a nat 20, the other is not going to hit.
Okay, well, the nat 20 will hit. So give me your correct roll.
All right, that is.
Isn't it great that we could just fake our rolls since we're not using the thing?
I'm not faking shit.
I made a pact that it's more hilarious to fail.
So that's a 10. One of those d8s I rolled was a 1 for my double damage. So I did not really do much damage with this. So that's
really fucked up.
So that's a 10. Does that kill him or no?
He staggers under your assault, but is not quite dead.
Okay, I'm blowing flurry of blows, so that's another key point. I'm not gonna bother trying to stun him. God damn it, fucking. Sorry, I'm fighting with my computer. Spending a key point to punch him twice.
Is that my dog bark? Like a real asshole.
Alright, that's a 17 and a 24.
Both of those will hit.
And that is... Holy shit. Okay, I'm not lying. I can take a picture if you want. That's 20.
20 damage?
I rolled... So it's a d6. I rolled 2d6. I get +4. So 20 damage.
That is actually enough to kill him. So your flurry of blows, basically you strike him with your staff. Seems to phase him. So you drop your staff and you go in for the hand-to-hand finish. And with an indeterminate number of strikes, you deliver sufficient damage to fell the great armored orc.
Just an E-Honda 100-hand slap. Like, flurry of blows, you can't even tell. Love it.
So he did. I'm just going to delete him because there's a lot of shit going on. And now we've got one guy left, and it's his turn. So,
yeah, what's this guy's deal? He's a very flamboyant dress.
he has one eye cut out of his face. It's been cauterized. And he's got some war paint on his face as well.
Part of me wants to yell, congrats, asshole. You tried legal. The last one, but not really. I don't care what happened here. I've been almost killed. I'm in a frenzy. Cooler heads will not prevail. He
steps out. He steps out of here. No, we're almost done. This guy's out.
Okay. He's just a dude.
I was just trying to figure out how this thing was going to work. So pipe rifle. You need to make a wisdom saving throw because he is commanding you to
hug Bob Dole.
He's commanding you.
I'll fail that save.
To berserk and just basically like lay waste to everything around you. So,
well, that's sort of where I'm at.
Just trying to push you over the edge. Yes.
Okay.
18. You are wise enough to keep your berserker rage for him.
No. I dictate where this rage goes. You can make it stronger by trying to fucking cast magic on me, I guess. But it's still pointed at you. Now I'm extra pissed.
The spear is able to free itself, but not well enough that it can move. Hello, Joe, your turn.
Alright, so he's out there. Fuck it. I am going to cast Hunter's Mark on him.
Okay.
He's an orc too, right?
Yep.
Marking an enemy in battlefield. Or
yeah, well, fuck that guy.
No, what's that? The Destiny helmet that lets you do more damage after you mark some.
Oh, Tracer.
Yeah.
What the hell is this thing?
Giant.
Just trying to put some corpses on the map so that we have them for next time.
Okay.
Just giant
So,
corpse.
getting ready to shoot this guy with bows. So, 28. 27.
That was it.
Okay.
Well, that first one's a
First
crit.
one's a crit.
Yeah. Jesus.
So, he has Hunter's
Hot
Mark.
bow.
So this guy's going to. All right.
You crit hit the hunters. Oh man. Yeah.
So basically, I'm going to get 2 D8 plus 3s and then 2 D6 die rolls because I hit a crit plus I have Hunter's Mark, which is basically a free crit. And then my 2 regular hits.
Okay.
There you go.
Says 5, 4 on those 2.
Of course, the highest possibles.
Well,
Wow. What
I roll a 28 and a 27 and just
You fucking
I mean,
pepper him
it's
with
still-
arrows.
It's still 13. Like it's not
yeah,
nothing.
but it could
You pepper him with strikes, but you're pinning his extremities rather than getting the critical hits that you're used to, frankly. Uther, your turn.
Just imagine the part
This has
in
4 arrows in
Fifth
its back.
Element where he's demonstrating the gun and he fires all the bolts. It's just like thump, 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 one after another.
I look at Pipe Rifle and am thankful he did not murder me, so I'm going to cast Cure Wounds, level 2.
Oh, oh shit.
Let's see.
What does that do?
Plus whatever. We'll heal you.
Well, yeah, I know that. I mean, five healing potions in that out.
Heal 16 damage.
Oh, thank you. That's double my current hit. It was at 16.
There you go. End turn.
Right.
Probably could grab the spear and like stab the dude with it.
Adam, what are you up to? Adam?
Adam, you're muted.
Or he's
Adam.
Yeah,
All right, Adam and Pipe have the same score, so if Adam's not here, Pipe can go.
I'm
No,
here.
I heard
I'm
him.
here.
Yeah, I don't know if I
Okay.
can.
I'm here. I'm here.
Mm.
Okay, so this whole time
Me
I've
and
been
Beatron, same.
that I haven't moving my gazer. Is that an accurate interpretation? Allow me.
You're cutting out.
Yeah,
You cut out pretty badly there.
Would you allow me to move these last turns around my?
23.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. We're almost at the end of the thing. You can move yourself a little bit further if you want.
Okay, I'm gonna move up. Then, gonna move up to the top of the stairs, and I'm gonna blast this dude. That's causing us problems.
All right.
With some Eldritch blastings, because I don't like him, and he is causing me
Sure.
problems. Okay, so then that's
I see Adam
Two
walk
of
up the
these.
stairs and immediately flatten myself against the wall
goddamn
because I know what's coming.
a 9. I assume that is not a hit.
9 will miss on this guy.
God damn it!
Ah,
Also 12 miss.
12 misses too.
God damn it!
All
Well,
right,
I'm glad I
Pipe.
can put myself in peril.
Aren't we all?
can I? Oh god. Can I grab the javelin out of the air and stab the guy with it? Finish them both off at the same time. No. Somebody. No,
Right.
Luther can break the javelin over his knee when we're done. I am gonna. If it's still like off kilter and not swinging at me, I'm gonna ignore the javelin probably and run at this guy with the double attack or the triple attack. I'm still frenzied. Yeah, I took damage.
Yeah. You're
I
still
don't
going.
think I lose frenzy when I get healed, but
No.
All right,
Yeah, the previous turn you took all that damage, and then you come back around to your turn, and you're coming in for an attack, so you have not lost
Yeah.
it. So you have your.
Beat his ass, Pipe
I'm
Rifle.
going
send
to
it
run
down.
in, take 3 swipes. Oh no! First one misses. Oh my god! No,
Pipe
that was an
Rifle,
18.
no.
I saw it.
Oh no!
Jesus Christ! I'm having the common
You're
part of
you're
Dead
a
Alive
little
where I slip
you're
on
a
all
little
the
blood
blood.
blind. Yeah, you're a little
Can't do
blood
it.
blinded from the previous hackery, and
Just
just
like someone.
well-meaning, but didn't work out for you.
Like somebody who doesn't know how to ice skate, just like my legs are slipping around on blood in every which direction. Like, oh, hamana.
All right,
God
Quill.
damn it.
All right. I'm gonna roll one at a time here. Ooh, god damn it! Fuck that. That's a 10.
A third.
All right, second. That is a 18 or 28.
That hits.
All right.
28.
It was a 19 plus 7.
Wait, that's 26.
26.
26. My bad. Whatever. That's 10.
That's the other reason I don't like physical dice. I kept doing.
Is he still up?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to flurry of blows. That is. So the first one is 21, and the second one was a critical fail.
All right. Well, I don't do critical fails on melee.
Yeah.
So.
You break all your fingers.
And that is a 7.
Oh, that's a good hit.
And
That was
that's
17 total from him today?
Yep.
Or from you that turn?
Yep.
That is sufficient to kill this guy. He seems like he's struggling to stay up as you're pounding away on him with the assault there. But the last of your punches seems to do something to him, and he stumbles, touches the wall, and then collapses. He did.
I punch him in his other eye, his good eye.
Man, these
Just
people.
one more.
Your face, it tells a story that we'll never know because we murdered you. What happened to that eye? Why are you dressed so weird? Oh well, bye.
We still have a javelin problem.
It collapses actually as you punch him and he dies. It drops to the ground,
Okay.
lifeless.
So it was him. All right.
Or maybe it was enchanted to protect everyone on the team, and they're all
Was
dead.
he what enchanted the javelin?
Oh, okay. It's like, oh, nothing to do now. I was supposed to protect these guys. You murdered all of them.
I break the javelin.
Sorry, guys.
All right, I'm gonna need to call it here. That
Yep.
went a little bit
I don't
longer
mean
than usual, but
Yeah, that was
good
great.
game,
Real long
gentlemen.
session.
We will take over the looting of the house and peoples and so on in the next session.
All right.
Brave for murder.
Guys.
All right.
This is very
Top
good.
notch
I'll catch
murdering.
you guys later. I just got Aaron got home, so I am done as well.